Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 499, live. Welcome to our very special edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis tonight. Tonight it is the Contenders versus the Champions. All night long it is the Contendership edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis as we push further down that road to the first all-women stream preview, which is just around the corner, YTD Uncensored. That will be live on YouTube. You don't want to miss that. That will be a hell of a thrill ride. But we got a lot going on tonight. As I said, we got all contenderships being cashed in, contract cases, contendership championship belts, all contenders are challenging champions. Champions will be tested. It's going to be a fire afternoon. And, of course, we're going to get things started with the dirt sheets. We've got some lists to take care of. And to kick things off, we've got Infinite Oni already ready to fly on the broadcast. Infinite Oni, what are you up to? How was your day?
Not a whole lot. It's going pretty well. I had to stream earlier, and I just remembered Soul Ember said when you went live that he had a list.
Yeah, he gave it to me, actually. Okay,
good.
I did pull that up.
Okay,
it was the... Let me see here. Where did I put it? It's somewhere. The 10 greatest wrestlers of all time. And it's a fairly new list, too. It's from this year. It's from May of this year, so it should be interesting. Now, I don't usually read a lot from CBR.com, so I'm not sure what their articles are like. Sometimes you pick new sites to read articles from, and it's like smashing yourself on the head the entire time you're reading. But like there's been some bad, like I don't even know, like when you have a website and you dedicate it to things like news and rumors and informative topics, you would think that you might, I don't know, edit before you publish, you know what I mean? I've read some pretty ghastly articles, and even from sometimes occasionally from people that you wouldn't expect it from. I guess that happens to anybody, but there's literally some sites you're thinking, why do you even let them publish articles on your site? They're not editing it. Some things flat out make no sense. I don't know. It's weird. But we are going to read from CBR.com, and let's see who published this list. It was a person named Kalen Zielinski. Kalen or Kylan, I'm not sure how they would pronounce that. It just depends, I guess. But Zielinski, I'm gonna guess it's Kalen. Cailyn. Could be Kylan. Thinking Kalen. What do you think? How would you pronounce that? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say Kylan.
Kylan, yeah. Something like that.
Starts with a K.
Well, it starts with a C, but it's got...
okay.
Cailyn. I was thinking Kylan or Kalen. Maybe it's Salin. I don't know. Zielinski's the last name. That much I do know for sure. But yeah, it was published May 7th of 2023, so it's a fairly recent list. I should probably open my dashboard here. There we go. Alright, so Life is Great is in the house. What's going on, Life? Glenola is in the chat room.
Together we will grow.
Not Bryce Wayne is in the house. What's going on? Not Bryce Wayne. We're just going to call you Bryce Wayne. We're just going to call you Bryce Wayne. Luna Cooper. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Episode number 499. This is our Contenderships edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis. So all contenderships are on the line tonight. They're not on the line, they're being cashed in tonight. So all the contract cases, all the contendership championships, all being cashed in for championship opportunities. So champions are being tested. And of course, you know, the other good thing, Oni, I think we were talking about this earlier, the other great thing, and this is actually and this is another thing we were all talking about, this is only the second time in Archiverse history we've actually ran a show like this. The last time was back during the Archiverse 2.0 era. So, and we were talking about this too, what makes it intriguing is we're not just having all these contenders get their opportunity at gold. We're also freeing up all the contract cases, all the
Hello,
contendership
all.
belts, which means
Check out
we
the
just
latest
created a
crazy
whole lot of
TWA
opportunity
news.
for great
Purchase
competition
your coffee
just
cup,
for
tea, or
contract
ball
cases and
cap
contenderships
right now.
alone. Right? Not
URL.
to mention any fallout from the championship matches and other contenders, and so there's a lot of opportunity here now for people on both rosters, not just for championships, but to get next in line.
So
I mean, if you're not in the top
Together we will
5
grow strong and our
in the
communities will
power
remain strong
rankings,
by
then you're
our
not probably
constant
getting
support for one another's
regular
endeavors.
championship matches. So you
With
have to
that
get
said,
there on your own by winning a
Thanks,
contract case or a contendership championship belt, depending if you're in the tag team division. So, but it's going to be a very interesting evening, and we're, of course, I believe we're kicking things
So
off
it is
tonight with the
great.
hybrid division.
Together
Let
we
me
will
just
grow
fact check
strong
that
and
real
our
quick. I can't
communities
remember
will
what the
remain
the
strong
tone
by
setter
our
was, but I
constant
think
support for one another's endeavors. With that said, yo, Kraken Skulls has arrived. Acknowledge me.
Kraken Skulls in the house. What's going on, Kraken? How have you been? How's the fam jam?
So Kraken Skulls. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by
Okay,
our
here it is here.
constant support for one another's
Yes, we are
endeavors.
starting things off with the
With
hybrid
that said,
division
give
tonight.
me the
So
rest.
now I did
How are you,
contact
brother Kraken
Team
Skulls?
Life is Great because
Chilling and building Legos with my
Roxanne
son.
Riley and Kyle Riley are, of course, the #1 contenders to the hybrid championships. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the hybrid division is a mixed gender tag team match that happens inside the squared circle, of course. Now, most of the battles and wars are done in tag team format, but when it comes to the championships, it's handled in singles competition. But the teams have to decide.
Not Bria's
The
Wayne's
challengers
roommate Cooper Glenn
get to
with
make
his
the
great
option. Is
good
it going to
afternoon.
be the Vixens or the Villains that are
Glenn
chasing down the
again
titles? So
into-
singles competition for the championship matchups, tag team competition for the battles, the wars, and looking for those contenderships. But either way, the hybrid division has delivered some great
Finer
action,
than
some really good
Crosshair.
matches so far. So I'm pretty happy with that. But if anybody's interested, if they want to know exactly what contenderships are on the line tonight, you can go to Discord and check it out. There is a channel on there that covers all of our contenderships. That's a thing that we could talk about. Only I think if you look at the Archiver Discord and it's fairly laid out where everything is. You know what I mean? And there's still sometimes, occasionally, apparently people get lost.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is kind of easy to get lost there. I mean, everything's labeled, but I mean, it's a big channel.
It is a big channel. It is not as big as Dog's channel. You got to surf on that puppy.
Couldn't remember if I had a
You got to
command
hop
for
on
you.
an e-bike and go for a tour on there. But yeah, you've got all of the contenders cashing in tonight. So you've got the Wolfpack cashing in for the hybrid division. You've got the Bullies cashing in for the World Tag Team titles in the women's division. You've got Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dogface taking on Demolition. You have
Infinitoni has
Rose
arrived.
Brewer
Acknowledge me.
challenging
I have
B.
come in
Jackson.
peace to
Tony
watch the
Stone
very
is
best
cashing in.
fantasy wrestling
Originally,
excellence with
Jezebel
the
West was
RDC.
scheduled to compete tonight, but she was defeated, and her contract case was put on the line because she never chose. It had been some time since she won that case, and she never challenged a champion, so she was forced to defend the contract case. That's how the contract case and contenderships work here. If you hold them, fantastic, but if you don't force a challenge at some point, then you're going to be forced to defend your contract case or your championship contender belt. So AJ Lee, now the #1 contender for B. Jackson's Grand Prix Championship, so she'll be taking on B. Jackson. The Iceman Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool is taking on Jack Quad for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. Trish Stratus challenging Melissa Archer for the Women's World Championship. And, of course, last but not least, also from Team Honeybee Wrestling, Kenny Jackson is in action tonight, challenging Cody Rhodes for the World Championship. So it's going to be a fire evening in the squared circle. Fire evening. So, but anyways,
Infinitoni has
also Archer, of course, was venturing outside of the Archiverse today over at Neon Pro Wrestling. Got into a couple scraps, actually, one of them for the 365 championship over there, and he actually won. He actually won the match. Archer's busy these days. I don't even know how he does it.
LOL.
Between all the partying and shenanigans and actually being able to somehow perform in a wrestling ring. It's quite remarkable. Although, you know, his close friends would tell you that it's more chaotic than it is remarkable, but
hey,
is what it is.
Skulls.
But so tell me something. I'm going to put you on the spot, Oni. I'm going to put you on the spot. So what? How did Neon Pro Wrestling? How did that come into fruition? What led to the founding of Neon Pro Wrestling?
Oh, okay. So basically, so as far as story goes, Neon Pro Wrestling is a company owned by Matthew Ultraviolet, who is who was once in the Archiverse.
He was.
A lot of people, or people would call him Purple Kano.
Purple Kano, yeah.
But yeah. So anyway,
I've heard you say that before.
Yeah. So I figured, okay, it would be kind of cool if he had his own promotion, and I thought, well, Neon Pro Wrestling sounds cool. So I just kind of came up with that and wanted to kind of base it off like 1980s, but also like sort of a synth cyberpunk feel, I guess.
Right.
So that I was kind of going with it. So that's why I always say
Oni needs to check his settings, either turn allow his voice to be shared or increase his mic.
Earlier, you know, it's not about competition per se. The only, but you know, I'm at least gonna look good doing it. So that's how it basically.
Is your shared setting on? Glenola says you need to check your settings. Either turn allow his voice to be shared or increase your mic. He's not sure which it is.
I've got it on speakerphone. Nobody can hear me because like I got it on speaker.
I mean, I hear you on the broadcast. I can hear you across the broadcast.
Yeah.
Now it might be a volume issue. Maybe you got to turn it up a little. I don't know, because once the matches get going, they might hear you a little less. But I mean, I can hear you on the broadcast, so maybe it's just a volume thing.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Or I got my phone volume. I don't know. I'm on the app, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have to turn your volume up in the app, I think, by clicking on your. I think you just click on your username or something. I forget. It's been a while since I've done it.
Yeah, I've never really played with this thing, so I just started using this thing. So, I'm only seeing two options. It's either you mute
To see
your
a complete
microphone
list of
or,
champions from each respective brand, simply
Mute your microphone or view profile.
TWA. WCW.
Interesting.
YTD into the chat.
I wonder if.
turning off speaker.
Well, I was just seeing if I could turn your volume up, but I forgot. This is the app I'm looking at. It would have to do it. I wonder if it's the party setting. I'm not sure.
The number to win a YTD championship, skipping the rest.
Yeah, I got it off speaker,
Play.
but I mean, that shouldn't be an
Glenola,
issue.
your numbers are 1, 1, 7. Good luck, Glenola.
5, 6,
There are
9.
some amazing and fun
Unlucky.
channel rewards to choose from if you are
And
the chosen
117 is actually
Play.
good to come close
Glenola,
for the
your
channel
numbers are
redemption
5,
reward.
6,
Fuck
9.
Glenola.
Good luck, Glenola.
Jesus
There are
Christ.
some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from
That's
if you are the
insane.
chosen
The amount of jackpots that Glenola somehow manages to secure is absolutely scary.
Play. Kraken Skulls.
And I
your
think he's the
numbers are
first to play
3,
tonight, even.
5, 1. Good luck, Kraken
I don't see-
Skulls.
yeah, I don't see
There
anybody
are
else.
Some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are T.
Yeah, no. He's the only one to play, and he's already won, or he's already going to be, I mean, it's 098, and he got a 117, so he's very close.
Right.
That is hilarious. 19 away, yeah. But this time from a channel redemption reward. Usually, lately, Glenola's been winning a lot of YTD championship matches. That is actually for the channel redemption reward, which, when you think about it, is the one you want to win because there's so many more options you can choose from for channel redemptions. I mean, you could explode somebody's title, you could have a video made, there's so many things you can choose as far as channel, where if you get the other, it's just simply a YTD championship match of your choice. And if you only have one character, wrestler, then that limits your options. Unless you have a male and a female. Then you're golden, because then you get lots of options. 649 unlucky, 842 unlucky, 691 unlucky, 552 unlucky. Kraken got 351, also unlucky. I'm going to play, but I haven't come close to any of my jackpots in forever.
Play.
858, yeah, not even close.
5-8. Good luck, the Archerverse. There are some amazing and fun channels.
And 033. I mean, seemingly you would think that'd be nice and close, but it's too far off. But at least I got closer than I have been lately. So yeah, my numbers are no good. You can do it twice, Kraken, because there's two sets of numbers.
Can we do this LOL? Twice.
Yeah, it should let you do it twice.
Play.
I mean, if it doesn't, let me know.
Kraken Skulls, your numbers are 9, 8, 4. Good luck, Kraken Skulls. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you
did you?
are T.
So everybody should be able to
Superstar. Today,
Glenola is Big E. I haven't done that yet today either. May as well. I am Andre the Giant. I am the 8th wonder of the world. Hell yeah. So anyways, Kraken Skulls, what have you been up to? I don't know if you answered me now. I can ask you again anyways.
Superstar.
We were actually just talking about you. Oh, we actually always talk about you. Especially when, you know, indecent conversation comes up.
Yeah. How about now, Glenola?
Hit-footed Odie is Christian Hart.
Ooh. The Iceman.
I actually got Elijah Archer once.
Are 9, 0, 6.
Only once.
Good luck, variants of strife. There are
Glenola says, I hear you now.
Rewards to choose from it.
Good.
There we go.
Relaxing and spending time.
Kraken says, relaxing and spending time with the boys in Fam Jam. That's the way to be.
Today, variants
Fam
of
Jam is
strife
important.
So variants of strife.
You can't get time back, so you got to spend the time in the present as, you know, as, what's the word I'm looking for?
With that said,
make that time as
variants of strife,
valuable as possible.
1, 6,
I guess, for lack of better wording.
Variants of strife. There are some amazing
Strife got 916, unlucky.
Darn. I'm just wondering if Brandon's going to be here to see if he can beat their own record.
Oh, God. That was, I mean, it was sort of funny, but I think eventually it just kind of got annoying for people. I mean, overall, including Glenola's, because Glenola issued his own timeout on him. It was like 82 timeouts. And because he was timed out so much, even though he was there for most of the broadcast, he was actually only in chat for a total of like 12 minutes, I think Glenola said. So he was timed out 82 times in 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Uzi's in the house. What's going on, Uzi? Strife is in the house. I should have known that already because I already read his numbers. They were unlucky. But yeah. So anyways, did anybody watch SmackDown? Or sorry, Raw this week, not SmackDown. Well, I guess SmackDown was last night. Did anybody watch Raw or SmackDown?
Variants of strife, found 6,
you didn't watch it?
Hey.
No.
Variants, did you watch it? Anybody else watch it? I know Glenola didn't. Kraken, have you been watching any wrestling? Actually, got to pull the dirt sheets up and see what's going on.
Hello, Kraken Skulls.
See what's going
Kraken
on.
Skulls tackle. It's been forever, main. Haven't had the chance.
I I didn't watch Raw, SmackDown, or...
No, I haven't watched any wrestling this week at all, actually. Well,
almost said a word.
You almost said what?
666. It has
I almost said a banned word because I was about to say I didn't even watch
AEW. Yeah, you just can't type it.
Oh. Okay.
Well, you can. You're a mod. You can type anything you want.
Well, I'm not gonna abuse it.
To be fair. But no, the AEW being on the list of Archer is just a long-running joke that always stuck. All right, so here's an article from WrestlingHeadlines.com by Joey G, and it's apparently confirmation on AEW talent signing a full-time deal. So it says a new report has surfaced confirming contract deals for AEW star Zach Clayton. So according to Fightful Select, Clayton has signed a full-time Tier 1 deal with the company. He had announced back in November that the deal had been inked. Hey, motherfuckers. I'm going to sue. How dare they? Did you hear that? Inked. See, I need to file a trademark claim for the word ink contract.
Superstar.
Here's a funny story, actually, before I continue. Actually, I forget whose channel we were in and we were discussing it, but we got talking about the Legends title, and somebody said something about Throwback TNA or whatever, and I said, actually, here's a funny story. I've been fedding for well over a decade, and I actually, in my old E-Fed that I had called GOW Gods of Wrestling, I had developed a Legends title for some of the people that have been, much like we're doing now, but for much of the people that were there a long time, they had a Legends title they could fight over, and we had ours, like, probably close to 6 months or more before TNA introduced theirs. So we thought that was pretty cool back in the day. We had fun with that. But yeah. So, inked a contract. Damn it. I need to trademark that. But anyways, Tier 1 deal with the company announced back in November that the deal had been inked, but it was unknown for how long and whether it was only for a select amount of time. Clayton had mainly competed on AEW's now-deceased YouTube series Dark. Thank God they stopped doing that. I gotta be honest. So here's the thing, and it's nothing against YouTube shows, because NWA goes on YouTube all the time. Like, their shows are aired there, and you can watch the shows on there, and they're actually very well done. Dark never was. I did not like anything about Dark. It was, I mean, you may as well just stuck them in a bingo hall for the afternoon and said, here, win a match.
Yeah, I just remember.
And so many people on the Dark roster that just weren't doing anything at all. It just, I think it was supposed to serve a purpose where people that don't get circulated on the shows as frequently as others got a chance
Dark did offer us to
be in the limelight a little bit, but like just nobody cared about it is the problem. They didn't put enough effort into it to make it compelling enough for people to tune in and watch it on YouTube all the time. So I was glad when they shut it down. The only thing is, though, now only is they've got 3 fucking shows. They can barely manage 1. And the proof in the pudding is, I don't know if anybody's watched it lately, but their new show, Collision, is actually better than Dynamite. And I don't really know how they managed to do that. Right. That one confuses me a little bit. 'Cause I don't know. But it's true. Collision has been the better show. Now, the ratings haven't quite yet. Obviously, Dynamite's been around a bit longer. They've got more main. But, I mean, Collision is, again, brand new. They've only had a few shows. And considering that the ratings aren't terrible, and, again, in my opinion, they've had the better show. I think it was better than Dynamite and Rampage. So if they can continue, that's why I said they need to keep those shows separate. Don't pull a WWE and start blurring lines. Have separate rosters, keep them separate shows, and they can compete at pay-per-views. They still call theirs pay-per-views, so they can compete at pay-per-views or something. But just keep them separate. But they've already kind of crossed that line, though, because CM Punk's already been on Dynamite, etc. But I don't know. I don't know. There's another thing. So far, what I said holds true. You know, CM Punk has not garnered any ratings for them. As much as people want to put him on a pedestal.
I didn't think
He hasn't
had any riders.
He's not a channel changer. He really isn't.
Fluke BM Punk.
So,
Right.
I mean, Adam Cole drew bigger numbers than CM Punk did.
Yeah.
Fact. The night Adam Cole debuted, he scored. CM Punk has not.
Well, I mean, Bryan Danielson was also on that same show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we can never credit or blame any one individual on a roster for ratings, right? But you can guesstimate which of those superstars brought the people in to view. You know what I mean?
Well, either way, they brought more numbers than CM Punk.
Well, here's the other thing you got to remember too: is it's not just Nielsen ratings anymore. If you're garnering attention on the network social media and other social media across the board, that is every bit as good as scoring some Nielsen ratings. Because not everybody watches regular TV, not everybody watches cable, not everybody watches satellite anymore. So now they can track viewership from various different platforms, and you know what I mean? It channels down. So there's that too. Like, look at the WWE. They're huge online. They have a huge online presence, and that has really helped them in some tough spots over the last few years specifically. Right? So, by the way, as of today, Gunther, Intercontinental Champion for 406 days. We are getting closer to the Honky Tonk Man's record. This record needs to be beaten. I don't care who wants to see Gunther beat. You can wait until he beats the Honky Tonk Man. I don't even care if he beats the Honky Tonk Man's record and they pull a honky tonk on him and he loses in 7 seconds and somebody takes his title. I don't care. I just want somebody relevant. And as far, not that I ever had a big problem with Honky Tonk Man. I mean, he had some good feuds with some different wrestlers, and he was a pretty good heel. But he was never deserving of that Intercontinental title venture he went on, and he never did anything to respect it thereafter. So, which is why he never became Intercontinental Champion ever again, and left the company, etc., etc. But neither here nor there. I want somebody that is deserving of that kind of a feat. And Gunther, that dude is talented. That guy is as gold. You know.
Yeah, especially after the frickin' Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So.
He was probably the biggest star that night, in my opinion.
So this, you're not wrong. You're not. And you know what? By the way, I agree with what we. So yesterday we read about Gunther, suggesting somebody deserves more screen time, and that person was Ludwig Kaiser. And God damn it, he does. Ludwig Kaiser is the second best member in Imperium. And will probably, eventually at least become Intercontinental Champion or something of that stature. But I don't know. He could be a WWE champion, Ludwig Kaiser. I mean, he's fantastic in the ring. Great athleticism, very good agility. In-ring presence he's got great charisma. I don't know. I really like Ludwig Kaiser. But anyways, this article continues. It says Clayton had mainly competed on AEW's now-deceased YouTube series Dark. He did challenge Hook for the FTW Championship back in 2022 on AEW Rampage, and has mainly been competing in Ring of Honor alongside Cole Carter. So again, it was Zach Clayton that has now inked a contract for AEW. Just no real word on how long that contract is in effect for. So, are you a fan of Zach Clayton at all, or?
Who?
Oh, you don't know who Zach Clayton is? Okay. Well, I mean, I do know who he is just by mere chance. Honestly, it was only because I watched. I forget if it was Rampage I was watching or what it was, but I saw him on there. And, I mean, I don't know what AEW plans to do with him, but he's actually not. He's a pretty good talent. But that's the only reason I know. I only base that off of seeing him a mere couple times, and other than that, I don't know who he is either. But that's the other thing. That's the other thing, right? We've talked about this before. That's one of AEW's main problems. They have all these people, and there's no investing or compelling storylines that are building characters and superstars yet. It's just all a bunch of former talent from other companies and former champions, and they're all trying to get on the screen at the same time. And hell, they still booked their TNT championship better than their world championship in AEW, and I still don't quite understand that. But
So it's
yeah,
basically WCW.
well, yeah, because WCW started off as this great promotion and then ended up to, I mean, they tanked. They were doing so many ridiculous things, including, I know Glenola was a big fan of it, but I absolutely detested, and that is one of the final nails in the coffin of WCW, was when they put the title on David Arquette the way they did. That was just ghastly. Honestly, I can understand why it upset so many people, and that made people, and they were doing other things like trying to leak results from their shows. Which, by the way, is specifically the one match, it literally caused viewers to change from Nitro to Raw.
That helped Mick Foley's career.
It sure hell did. It sure the hell did. But I can, AEW has got to stop talking so much about WWE wrestlers all the time, and making pun jokes about Vince and Triple H and Shawn, all this stuff they're doing. Because here's the thing, it's not fucking working. It is not fucking working. And then you got this brand new show, Collision, which is already looking like it could be something really positive for that company. I think they need to focus on that too. But back to what we were saying, they've got 3 shows and can barely book one. Like, any edition of Dynamite I tune into, I'll see 1 or 2 really good matches, and the rest are just, they try to put so many people on the screen at the same time. It's more like a backstage reunion than it is a wrestling show. You know what I mean? And people used to knock the WWE for too much promo time. Like, have you seen the amount of segments and promos cut on an episode of AEW of any show they do? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah,
But
I found the Raw Underground more entertaining than AEW.
yeah, and it's not because AEW couldn't be a good company, because they have some real talent there. They have some real talent, but they're not building those talent up any further, and they're relying on people they've picked up from other promotions instead of trying to build some real good homegrown talent. Like, what they're doing with Jungle Boy is not going to work. It's not going to work. But and the main reason for that, I mean, first of all, the change was so sudden that it was crazy. It's like he did it because of the social media backlash. It was just a reaction. There's no build. There's no story. There's no reason now for him, coming back with a chip on his shoulder. He's just throwing a fit, so he decided to chop off his hair and repackage himself overnight. Right? Because overnight packaging works so well. It's always so well thought out and planned. It's just, but
well, certain people can pull it off.
But they do. They do have a lot of great talent in AEW. They just don't know what to do with any of them, and they focus way too much on talent for other promotions. But yo, Fiendberry, what's going on, Fiendberry? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by our Contenderships edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, and incidentally, Fiendberry, episode number 499 tonight. Our next show will be episode 500. And that is going to be a fantastic show, because we are going to be having YTD World War III champions challenging TWA World Champions. And, of course, on either side of the fence, if one of the champions defeats the other championship becomes vacated. So it's going to open up a whole lot of opportunities for people chasing those titles, because pretty soon there's going to be some vacant, unless the champions can stand the test of time and get up there and hit a grand slam. We're going to see some vacant titles on one or the other, either Wrestle Wars Genesis or World War III, if not both. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Tonight is the Contenderships edition. Episode 500 will be the Champions edition. Champion versus champion all night long. Episode 500. It's going to be a thrill ride. You can't wait. And not to mention, it's a milestone. I mean, I'm fairly proud of the fact that we have, as of the next show, done 500 episodes. Now, that said, that means there'll be no YTD Academy Live this coming week, because we're going to be doing episode 500 next Saturday, and then, of course, the following weekend is the first ever all-women stream preview, YTD Uncensored. Because we're just over a week away, but I'm going to push it to the weekend. I'm not running a stream preview in the middle of the week. If we go by exact dates, we're a little... But I'm not running a stream preview in the middle of the week. We'll push it to the Saturday. Or no. I will leave that up to you guys. We can either do it Friday or Sunday. Friday or Sunday. Because we're not gonna skip an episode of Wrestle Wars Genesis just to run a stream preview either. So we'll either have the stream preview Friday night, and we can have our Fallout edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, or we can simply run Genesis and then have the stream preview Sunday. Personally, I think Friday night is a good idea, because, again, we can have the Fallout edition the very next night. But that'll be up to you guys.
I am Kurt Angle today.
Strife says 098 and 788. Thank you, Strife. No, he was just informing Fiendberry what the numbers were today.
That's what I was saying. Those are today's numbers.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yeah. 731, just barely unlucky. Just barely unlucky. That's the closest anybody's came to that, I think. The only one close to anything right now is fucking Glenola, of all people. And it's the channel redemption reward, which scares the shit out of... Well, it should scare the shit out of you guys, too. Anybody holding a championship belt, anybody that has been, stirring the pot with Team Glenola lately, you should be very worried. Me, myself, I mean, there's a lot he can do to me, too, so, it does freak me out a little. And he has more than one. He has more than one. He's like a walking, ticking time bomb, waiting to unleash havoc. Fiendbear says, I hope I get it. Preferably Friday, then I can join you. Hey, you know what? Like I said, I'm good with Friday. First and foremost, our last stream preview was on a Friday that did very, very well. And I think people like having the Fallout edition the very next night, too. Because it's kind of like what they do with a premium live event and then Monday Night Raw is the next night type of thing. So... Only roughly 13 redemptions and 910 titles. Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a factual statement. The guy wins all the fucking time. You guys got to get better numbers. Like, what is wrong with you guys?
Will have Humboldt's turn him into a bug.
My channel, earlier.
You know what? Seeing how I'm the... I think I can.
Play.
Yeah, so I can play the lotto as much as I want, so I got to try and beat Glenola. I'm going to be like random. I'm going to be the person that tries to redeem the most in a show. No, I'm not going to do that. And by the way, I apologize, Random, for calling you out like that, but I mean, it was funny. I mean, you did get timed out 82 times in a total of 12 minutes. But that said, I think I speak for everybody when I say it was a little much. It was a little much. I mean, you probably could have shut that puppy down at about 20, and it would have been fine. I don't know many people that are going to get past 10 times. I mean, if most people for any reason were timed out that many times, they would probably get banned. And so he's lucky. There's a few people these days that are lucky that they have not been banned, and not even just by me. Not by me. Listen, when my community talks and they speak, they are heard. And if they want somebody removed because they don't think they're beneficial to our community, they get to make that call, especially a select few individuals that are modded not just here on Twitch but also on Discord and on YouTube. They literally have the keys to the kingdom. So if you piss them off, do not come to me. I will not overturn anything they do. That's for anybody that's new, of course. Everybody else, you're just a bunch of professional trolls and rabid wolves anyway. So, but it's true though. My mods are my mods for a reason. They have the keys to the kingdom. They do not need my permission to do anything. So if you cross them, that is not my fault. Sorry about your damn luck, is all I have to say about that one. But, alright, well, before we get into any further discussions, there are villains in the chat room, villains lurking. They want to see a show. This is the contendership edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, episode number 499 for TWA, and it's going to be an absolute thrill ride. We're kicking things off with the hybrid division. All contract cases, all contendership belts are on the line tonight. I keep saying on the line because when you talk about belts and stuff, normally they're being cashed in tonight, and all championships that are being cashed in for are on the line. How about that? There we go. We'll go with that. So it's going to be an absolute fire evening, but we're going to kick things off right now with the hybrid division, and of course we have the Wolfpack. And I was already in talks with Team Life is Great because the challengers get to pick who lays down the challenge, if it's going to be the Vixen or the villain. And Team Life is Great has chosen Psychosis Kyle Riley to challenge the Beast Incarnate for the Beasts Incarnate for the Hybrid Championship. And of course, Roxanne Riley coming in tow, as is the beautiful Sable. That's our tone-setting match of the evening. We're getting things going right now. Let's rock and roll. Now, incidentally, Oni, I know, I'm sure the bullies will have issues with the Wolfpack down the road, maybe even the Beast Incarnate, when it comes to the hybrid division. But what do you think? Do you think Kyle Riley... So, Lesnar already beat Kyle Riley once. We know this.
Right.
Can he do it twice, or does Kyle Riley get his revenge here, and they win back the hybrid championship? What do you think? And by the way, son of a bitch, Glenola. Now, it'd be a lot nicer to do that if you were actually going to join Oni and keep him company. He is the most treacherous mod I have. I mean, he bans me. He cuts my cords. Fiendberry says, how dare I? How dare somebody AKO Fiendberry? How dare you? How dare me, sir? What do you mean, how dare me?
My bad.
Life says, Life, you picked a hard fight for sure. That is definitely a hard... If you think that is bad, you wait till you see what B. Jackson is up to tonight. I gotta tell you, if B. Jackson completes her campaign tonight, goddamn. Goddamn. Because poor B has 3 matches tonight because she holds 2 championships, and you've got the bullies challenging the Outlaws for the Tag Team Championship. Ragtag Skateboards has invaded the compound with 5 villains. What's going on, guys? Welcome in to episode number 499 here at the Archiverse TV. We appreciate you joining us. You're right in time. We're just about to get our show kicked off and underway. This is our contendership edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis. So contract cases, which are a lot like the Money in the Bank, a little bit different because the longer you hold them, you might have to defend them. We also have contendership title belts for the tag team division. They are on the line. So champions being tested, contenders getting the limelight. It is going to be a fire night. What are you guys doing? How was your stream? What's new and exciting? And thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Glenola now speeding up the banta. Oh, sure, people come in, and now you got to act like you're the good guy here, like you didn't just fucking ban me. You see that, Oni? You see how he's playing here? He's...
Yeah, he also did the swear jar.
What? No! What?
Was our debut show.
Where?
He did.
For our community.
Glenola! Glenola.
Band again,
Glenola,
you are following
we got to work on our communication. We need to work on our communication.
Welcome to the world.
I did not ban myself. Listen, did I redeem the fucking swear jar? How dare you blame me for banning myself? I did not ban myself. You, sir, you slithery little snake, slid through the grass between my legs and nuttered me with a fucking swear jar. How dare you? Useless Dave, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm going to go back and see who else has followed. Want to make sure they are acknowledged. Ragtag Skateboards, of course, followed. Thank you very much for the follow and for the invasion. You guys are fucking awesome. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you enjoy the time with the community. We have one of the best communities in all of Twitch, and they are some great streamers, gamers, musicians. We've got artists, brilliant people, and a really supportive community. So I hope you enjoy your time, and we do appreciate the follows. Welcome to the Fam Jam. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Did anybody else follow that I missed? I don't think so. I don't like to miss that. Alright, so Glenola has freed me from one of his vicious, pot-stirring, insubordinate, vindictive little bannings. Unfortunately, I was not aware. Thank you very much, Glenola. By the way, I'm so happy. I was not aware that he slipped a swear jar in there, and of course, you know, Oni's not very good at controlling me yet. So he did not make me aware that if I, you know, say an inappropriate word, that I would be banned. So, I'm going to get the first match of the night started. Oni's got the ship. He can sail you through. Oni, I don't know if you have any dirt sheets in front of you, but if you want to find something from the news and rumors and deliver some information, tell some jokes, whatever you want to do with the Fam Jam is up to you. But here we go. Yeah, you can do anything you want, my friend. This is your broadcast, too. So here we go. What are you doing? Yeah, do you have that? You can do that one. I still have another list for later as well, because we haven't gotten to it yet, and it was the, I think it is the 10 most absurdly forgotten matches in WWE history, so I still want to look at that. So we'll get to that later. There's not a lot of good dirt sheets tonight anyways, but so absolutely go through that. But let's get the first match of the night started. Matchup number 1, the tone center of the evening. We're starting off in the hybrid division. This is for the hybrid championship. And for those of you that just come in, our hybrid division is mixed gender tag team action. Most of the battles and wars handled in tag team format, but when it comes to the hybrid championship, it is in singles competition. Both members of the team get a championship belt, but the challengers, whoever is challenging for the titles, they get to decide. Is it going to be the Vixens or the Villains challenging for the belt? And the championship matches are held in singles competition, making it the hybrid division. Here we go. Psychosis Kyle Riley with, of course, Roxanne in tow. The Rileys from the Wolfpack taking on the Beasts Incarnate. It is Kyle Riley versus Brock Lesnar, and, of course, his lovely wife Sable in tow. It is time to turn and burn. Let's rock and roll. Matchup number 1. Let's go. And Oni, I am out until after the match. Actually, I think I'm out for like... Let me check. I think it's 10 minutes, actually. Not for the match. Let me check. I always forget.
And is for the Hybrid Wrestling Championship.
Oh, it is a matchup. Okay. Anyways, I am out. I will be back.
Oh, that was loud. All right. How's it going, Archiverse? I'm hearing myself. All right. So I'm trying to find a list here. If anybody's got any jokes, feel free. I'm just loading up the Discord for the time being. Yeah, Archer's just out for the match.
This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here.
Exactly.
And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
Finer than frog's hair.
Totally.
Got in some great villainy right away.
Okay, you're walking into a massacre when you step into the ring with the Beast Brock Lesnar. I sure hope this dude updated his life insurance.
The urge to sing The Lion Sleeps Tonight is always just a win
Soul
away.
real quick, if he can. See if Soul can send me a list here, because I don't want to leave y'all like without anything. I'm usually pretty bad when it comes to just commentary, but it's kind of delayed on my end, so. The urge to sing The Lion Sleeps Tonight
The Beast
is always just a whim away.
The conqueror, the mayor of
You're not wanting me to sing, are you?
City. Brock Lesnar has
Because I don't want to scare everybody out. I mean, I'm not a terrible singer,
bestowed upon him.
but I mean,
The most decorated combat athlete in the world, gracing
If you on
WWE
Twitter,
with
you
his
can follow
presence.
the Archerverse there
Someone's
as
gonna
well.
take a trip
oh,
to
this
Sorry.
one,
Suplex
oh my
City.
gosh.
Yeah, that's almost guaranteed. Brock Lesnar is ready for a fight.
I just looked at the outfit Sable was wearing. Threw me off guard, like, wow, okay. Not expecting that one. I can find my own list. I haven't heard from Archer.
Introducing the
Savage the
challenger
winner
from
a few
the
times in a row
fifth
and moved up the
dimension,
gate.
weighing in at 195 pounds, Psychosis Kyle Riley.
A wee mo. Okay.
And
Well,
his opponent
I found a
from
list.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing
This
in
might be
at
the one, actually,
295
10 greatest wrestlers of all
pounds.
time.
He is the hybrid
I think this is the
wrestling
list
champion,
that,
Brock
Soul might have actually sent, and I haven't heard from him, but I think this is it anyway. Because I'm pretty sure that, I think that's what Archie was saying, so. Anyway,
The energy in
10
this
greatest
arena
wrestlers
is
of all
palpable.
time, and
These
this was
competitors know
from
exactly
CBR.com.
what's on the line.
By Kylan Zelinsky, published on May 7th, 2023. So let's just get right into the list here. We're not gonna BS it. We're just gonna get right into it. All right, and of course the hybrid title is on the line.
Here you have the championship
Of course,
on the
you know, I'm
line.
rooting
Champion
for
on high
Brock.
alert.
He is
Ladies
part
and
of Team
gentlemen,
Infinite
we're in
Oni.
store for something special.
Him and Sable, as well as
Oh,
the
wait a second.
5 other people that I have. But anyway, here we go. So number 10 is Andre the Giant. So for non-wrestling fans, Andre the Giant was the larger-than-life presence in The Princess Bride.
This is going to be
But for everyone else, he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. 7'4", 520 pounds, Andre the Giant had a notable must-watch rivalry with Hulk Hogan at the end of his career, leading to matches in places like New York Shea Stadium,
To see a complete list of champions from each
in Michigan,
respective era,
Pennsylvania,
simply
and
type.
Reed. Despite being one of the biggest names of professional wrestling, Andre the Giant didn't have many titles, but his size and strength are more of a draw
You know why we never
for
see an
fans than
elephant
his
hiding in
accolades.
trees?
to the gut.
Because they all do that.
A great
You know
performer,
why elephants
he was
scream
best known
as well?
for his presence and his skill in the ring.
Yolik the Guru
That said, he was
94.
always a fan favorite
I
for
am
those
trapped
whose
in a
heart
sweat
matched his
jar until
enormous
after the match.
statue.
And now it is time to return to Loki. Have a
Alright,
great
number
show, my
9.
friend. I'm on
Triple
present
H.
moment.
Well placed elbow.
Before he was
Well,
the
you
chief
got it.
content
That might be
officer
enough. Yes,
of
it is.
WWE, Triple H was dusting it off with the greatest wrestlers of all time in the ring. Triple H came on the scene as a heel and continued in this capacity for much
It
of his
takes a
career.
hero to be one of those men who goes
With a
into
gruff
battle.
voice and hulking
will
frame,
always
it was
have
easy
a
to see him as a villain. However, that doesn't mean he didn't have the charisma
Good Lord.
to draw crowds in. Much to Triple H's popularity,
Kick out just in
it
time.
was earned
He's
during
still
his
in the
time
fight,
as the
but for
leader
how
of the
much
Generation
longer?
X, a tag team that defined the Attitude Era and Raw is War for WWF at the time. A performer who was always willing to adapt his gimmick to match the wrestling business. And the fans' desires Triple H remain relevant and kept winning titles until his retirement in 2022. Okay. Alright, number 8. Mick Foley. Mick Foley has played many different roles in wrestling, from his popular anti-hero character Mankind, to Cactus Jack, to the mellow and entertaining Doodle. Foley's a legend, in part because of the way he was willing to sacrifice his body for the sake of the match. Foley's fearlessness meant he was willing to let The Undertaker throw him off the cell in the Hell in a Cell match, and he cut himself in the ring regularly to make his performance more realistic. He was even injured by barbed wire on several occasions, so he was constantly changing his persona, which kept fans invested. He was a gifted wrestler, as entertaining in his promos and vignettes as he was in the ring. His championship reigns, including 4 solo championship titles and 11 tag team titles, are still fan favorites that define the Attitude Era. Yeah, Foley is always one of my personal favorites. I've always liked Mick Foley. Of course, like I said, that Hell in a Cell match, it was really something else. Yeah, I always liked Mick Foley. Number 7 is Roddy Piper. Okay. One like many wrestlers, many other wrestlers per se, Roddy Piper didn't debut as an in-ring talent. Instead, he was a manager for another wrestler, which led to him starting feuds and working as an in-ring performer. As part of the former WWF, Roddy Piper captured fans with his personality before he showed off his wrestling prowess. During his various matchups, though, he showed he could back up his microphone skills with his physical feats. Piper joined WCW in the 90s, which reignited his long-standing feud with Hulk Hogan, who was then wearing a black hat as a part of the NWO. However, despite these ongoing spats, Piper and Hogan were actually partnered up in the WWE more often than they fought.
Look at the line for look how good your logo looks on the barricade.
That doesn't look... Oh, you're talking...
Look at this. Release belly to belly.
Alright, so number 6, we got the excellence of execution. We got Bret the Hitman Hart. And Bret the Hitman Hart is one of the greatest technical wrestlers to ever work in WWE. Hart and his brother-in-law, Jim Neidhart, were also among the most revered tag teams as part of the Hart Foundation. He developed an infamous rivalry with Shawn Michaels that ended in 1997, when Hart unexpectedly lost a match in the infamous Montreal Screwjob that helped drive him out of the WWF. Or WWE, whatever. So Hart won the Intercontinental Championship in 1991 and transformed the title into an important championship. Hart also had the WWF Championship 5 times, truly dedicated to his craft. Bret Hart was one of the most popular wrestlers of his time and set the standard for many wrestlers. Okay.
Look at that, Saxton. He's running away.
All right, number 5 is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Okay, consider that a heart.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair is one of the most recognizable faces in wrestling, with a career that continues to evolve. Despite being 74, Ric Flair only recently stopped wrestling after coming out of retirement yet again. Flair wrestled for AEW in his final match. What? Okay. However, he had several notable last matches throughout his career, adding to his legend as an all-time great performer. Flair's longevity is part of why he's considered the most outstanding wrestler of all time. Officially, Flair has had 16 title reigns, matching John Cena's record. But no wrestler has brought the same energy and style to the ring as Ric Flair. He was an effective heel for much of his wrestling career and has passed his skills down to his daughter, Charlotte, who continues the family legacy.
Look at this. A release belly to belly.
And yeah, if I remember correctly, Flair has actually had more than 16 title reigns. I believe just 16 of them were recognized, at least by WWE standards.
Piercing the throat.
Look, I'm pretty sure he's got more title reigns than 16. But moving on,
Setting in.
is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
This is a tap out. Really no
So
shame
Shawn
in losing
Michaels,
that way.
also otherwise known as the Heartbreak Kid, got to start as part of the tag team
Title change.
known as the Rockers, but shined as a singles competitor.
That match deserves another look.
And ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I have returned from the despicable abyss that was Glenola's swear jar. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for the tone setter of the evening. What a match that was. Oni, what did you think of that match? I watched the whole thing from bell to bell, and I thought that was a fantastic matchup. I mean, that was hard fought for Kyle Riley. But before you answer that, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new hybrid champion representing the Wolfpack from Team Life is Great Psychosis, Kyle Riley picks up the hybrid championships for the Wolfpack in the hybrid division. So congratulations to Kyle Riley, and of course, Life is Great. Congratulations on the big win over the Beasts Incarnate. The question is that the end of that rivalry? Because technically speaking, they are now deadlocked at 1 win apiece over each other. So very interesting. But yeah, what did you think of that match? Hey, you were reading a lot of it. Yeah, you were reading the list, so you didn't get to see a whole lot of it, yeah.
Yeah. All I know is I lost.
All you know is you lost. Yeah. Yep, the Beast Incarnate were beaten by Kyle Riley tonight. But yeah, overall, that was a really, really great matchup. Great way to set the tone for the evening. So, but so how far are you on your list?
I'm at number 4, which was Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, number 4, eh? You know what? I did say it in the chat earlier, but so far this list actually not that bad.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you know, there's always people you can swap in and out for others, and we can discuss that when you're done. But overall, not terrible. Not terrible.
No.
Although they had Roddy Piper on there.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of the greatest superstars of all time, but greatest wrestlers in WWE history. Isn't that what the list is? Is the 10 greatest
greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah. I don't know if Roddy Piper is a very good I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't be in a top 50 or something, but top 10 greatest wrestlers of all time. And Roddy Piper makes the list of 10. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if I want to agree with Flair at number 5.
No, Flair should be... Yeah, he should be much higher than 5. Much higher than 5.
Yeah.
And there's always people they leave off the list, too. You never hear about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, you know, etc. But...
No.
But anyways, so number 4, Shawn Michaels. What do they have to say about Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, otherwise known as the Heartbreak Kid, he got his start as part of a tag team known as the Rockers, but shined as a singles competitor. Michaels thrived as a villain and used the less desirable aspects of his persona to elevate his career. He was cocky and vain, and the fans loved it. Michaels' infamous rivalry with Bret Hart is still one of the biggest controversies in wrestling and had outside ramifications.
Has there been a controversy aside from the Montreal Screwjob that could be considered more? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it still is the most controversial. No, me neither.
Nothing comes to mind.
No, I think that's the most controversial thing that's ever happened, other than some of the political jargon that happened during WCW times, like when they blurred the lines between things happening in RL behind the scenes and kayfabe. You know, for instance, with the Jeff Jarrett and Hogan thing, there was many things. they were also considered very controversial. People were upset about, people really started to detest WCW near the end, and that's a funny thing considering that was such a great promotion at one time. Such a great promotion. But they fell victim to the same things that promotions today are falling victim to. They're trying to rely on stars that were in other promotions instead of worrying about... Because, I thought WCW was a fine product before, Hogan came back and Nash and Hall invaded and all that. I think they were a fine promotion. They had good talent, great matches, It was almost an evolution of NWA at one time, if you will. But I don't know. But anyways, I'll let you continue before we rant on all night about WCW and the shit they did wrong.
No, it's cool, because I'm going to be paying attention to this match coming up.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, yes, let's get that underway. Next match of the night, this is for the World Tag Team Championship. It is the Bullies, the coldest bitch on the planet, January, the Queen of the Hive, B. Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling, and of course January from Team Infinite Oni, taking on Dr. Britt Baker and Svetlana Vedroska from the Outlaws. Tag team titles on the line, and I got to tell you, I think my money here, should I be betting, which I am not, should I be betting, my money goes to the because the Bullies, man, they've just been so. Did you see what they did to Diana Shaw? And that woman is a very large woman. She's large. She's fairly knowledgeable and decent in the ring. And they are not. Now it was 3-on-1. I understand that, but it was it was a traditional 3-on-1. It's not like it was tornado tag team action on Diana Shaw's ass. It was a fair shot. Diana Shaw ran her mouth behind the scenes and got exactly what she deserved at the end of the day. But at the same time, considering she was against 3 members of the Bullies, she did hold her own for a short period of time in the beginning. But then the Bullies just completely opened up a can and stomped a mud hole in Diana Shaw. It was brutal.
Well, she was up against 3 former UFC fighters.
Well, exactly, right? So that says something in itself, but
and then January basically took her out on her own, so not long
very
after.
true. Very true. Now, actually, I'll ask this question after we get the show on the go. I do have a question regarding January, though, but here we go. Second match of the evening. Women's Wrestle Wars World Tag Team Championship on the line. The Bullies versus the Outlaws. Let's go. So in question with January. So how did you find January? Did you find her at like an indie promotion and you were scouting, or what happened with January? Were you recommended that you view her? Like, what happened there that she became a prospect and now the infamous coldest bitch on the planet, multiple time champion, world champion, tag team champion? I mean, phenomenal human being and wrestler, but how did you find January?
Introducing the challengers.
I found January from the person who trained her, which was Sarah Hall. For those who watch a lot of indie wrestling, Sarah Del Rey. Basically, January was like one of her most gifted students, because she defined basically everything that Sarah, I guess, wanted. It's not all about looking pretty. And don't get me wrong, January's a pretty woman. I mean, she's a looker, but she's more focused on the wrestling and beating people up than looking pretty and acting like a diva or a model trying to get into the business. But yeah, and January, of course, has had mixed martial arts experience also, being a part of Ultimate Fight Night Federation. So,
well, that's scary because she's.
I
was going to say that's scary enough just saying that, because she's now associated with mixed martial arts fighters in her faction. So I mean, literally, she can continue her pro wrestling training as well as her MMA training. I mean, she's got the doors of opportunity are open for January there. That's crazy.
I mean, she met a lot of her friends during that time also. So
now, who is January's best friend? Is it B. Jackson?
Depends on the universe. But if we're going to say here, it's B. Jackson.
They get along at the Archiverse. They have found a way to click and dominate. So I can understand why they managed to get along here. But
yeah, it would be B. Jackson here, but if he was anywhere else, it'd be probably one of her friends that she met somewhere else, which is BB Cash.
You notice that only Svetlana came out with a championship title belt there. Dr. Britt Baker did not have one. That's weird.
That's another person that January's had a past with was Svetlana Waldrowska at one time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now, how did that start?
Interesting to see who will gain the early advantage for their team in this match for the tag titles. Momentum is always so vital in a tag match. No one knows that better than the champions.
They basically just hit it off, and they were even tag team champions together. In fact, Svetlana actually beat January for her women's title at the time.
Like a basketball.
But they still just hit it off. So, they were known as the Bludgeon Sisters. And
the Bludgeon Sisters. I don't doubt that.
Came out with big ass hammers and just looked scary.
Looking shaken.
I mean, I can see that. I can visualize that. But yeah. I'm gonna have to step away for just a moment. My Minishi is attempting to contact me, and I'm just gonna find out exactly what it is that she would like. So I'm just gonna be a few moments. If you want to continue with your list, go ahead, and I'll catch up as soon as I get back. Yeah, okay. I won't be long anyways.
Alrighty.
For the single leg. Oh, goodness. Jam your leg in a bad way.
So, let's see. So much of Michaels' wrestling career is defined by his time in D-Generation X with Triple H in China. He became known as Mr. WrestleMania for the sheer number of matches he competed in at the yearly event.
Oh my goodness.
Michaels is retired, but is still a part of WWE, helping find new talent in NXT. You think they would proofread these things?
Drop toe hold. Here's a pin for the title.
I like Shawn Michaels pretty well.
Still got more fight here.
Number 3 is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Big time
He was one of the most popular wrestlers in WWF in the 1990s and early 2000s. His rivalry with The Rock is still considered one of the best feuds in the history of the WWE.
Perfectly executed.
Stone Cold produced some unforgettable catchphrases like, "That's the bottom line."
You have to think this match is starting to take its toll.
I'm doing terrible, Stone Cold. And created a call and response with fans that still continues, even though Steve isn't in-ring personality anymore. Austin competed at some of the most important WWE events, including WrestleMania and SummerSlam, and took home championships, solidifying his place as one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Big knee to the midsection.
I'll admit, like back in the Attitude Era, I really did like Stone Cold. I mean, he was pretty much the most popular star in that era. At least from my point of view. But I'm going to agree with Strife that he was a brawler at best. Not necessarily, I don't want to say he's a terrible wrestler, but I mean, he was more like a technician or anything like that. For sure, like, more, I guess, striking if anything. Well, yeah, so number 2, oddly enough, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has expanded his career beyond the squared circle, but that doesn't erase his status as one of the most popular baby faces in wrestling. The Rock continued the Inoue family's legacy in the ring while his wrestling skills were excellent. His skills on the mic were unmatched. To this day, fans still have "You smell what The Rock is cooking" on their lips. Even when he turned heel, fans rallied behind The Rock and wanted to see him win. His undeniable charisma made fans fall in love with him, and he continued his career in WWE even after he moved on.
I return, sorry about that.
Stop closing out for So The Rock was number 2.
Number 2 is The Rock. Okay. Who was number 3?
And 3 was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay. Interesting.
So number 1. I can kind of agree with this, but I don't know. It's debatable. So
there's the save.
Number 1 is The Undertaker.
And the champion finally ready to put this.
See again. It seems like it's more of a best superstars of all time than a best wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This is more WWE.
Because there is a big difference between being a superstar and being strictly a professional wrestler.
I mean, the list says wrestler, but yeah, you're right. This is more superstar.
Because you're telling me The Undertaker's a better wrestler than Ric Flair? I mean, maybe in some variation of the multiverse, that could happen.
I'm not going to say he's a better wrestler than Ric Flair. I mean, no, not a better wrestler, but
he's a bigger presence. He's a bigger presence as far as that goes. Like when the lights go out and that dong hits the speakers, you know shit's about to get real. So, with Ric Flair, you just expected chaos and entertainment. And great wrestling. But with Undertaker, you would expect the unexpected, and there was always mystique and that compelling... You didn't know what was going to happen next with The Undertaker, and I always liked that. He was very good at evolving and changing his own gimmick to stand the test of time, you know what I mean? So... But
could the argument be made that The Undertaker's a better entertainer? Or I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, it's
Undertaker became hugely popular for so many different reasons than Ric Flair, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Hooked up. And that was a precisely measured attack. The champ looking out of...
But either way, number 1 is The Undertaker. The Undertaker had one of the most illustrious careers in professional wrestling. After 3 decades in the squared circle, he finally retired in 2020 and was subsequently inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2022. The Undertaker's undefeated streak of WrestleMania matches has never been rivaled and may never be again. Besides being a great technical wrestler, The Undertaker had one of the most immersive characters in the ring, and he reimagined it regularly. From the Dead Man to the American Badass, the towering 6'10" performer, dominated in the ring and helped launch careers of numerous other WWE superstars.
No! Someone called the orthodontist.
That's the list.
Interesting. So run down the top, like just the top 10, like again, just refresh people's mind who was on the list.
Oh, well, I'll have to look the list back up, but I remember number 10 was Andre the Giant. That is back here. So number 10 was Andre the Giant. Number 9 was Triple H.
Triple H at number 9.
Yeah, Triple H was number 9.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. But Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick Foley was number 8.
Okay. In a top 10 best wrestlers of all time list. I still remember the confrontation with Ric Flair over Flair basically called him a glorified stuntman. But was he wrong, though? I mean, he got into the business by issuing video footage of him jumping off a roof through tables and shit. You know? It's not like he was having 5-star classic matches and they were watching that today. We decided this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I've always liked Mick Foley either way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
He's always been entertaining.
And that was an efficient form of offense.
But you know, that's a good point. You know, I mean, I don't even know who trained Mick Foley, to be honest.
I can't remember, actually. We can look it up.
Yeah.
That's a good...
I'll do the recap and then we'll get into that.
Oh, yeah.
Piper was number 7. Roddy Piper was number 6. 7. Bret Hart was 6. 5 was Ric Flair. 4 was Shawn Michaels. 3 was Stone Cold. 2 was The Rock, and 1 was The Undertaker.
See, now, when I hear that entire list, what I can't help hearing is that is his personal top 10 list of who he thinks were the best wrestlers of all time. But again, when you ask anybody who their favorite wrestler is, there's always those blurred lines of, is it based on how many great wrestling matches they've had or how popular they were? It becomes a popularity contest more than it does you know what I mean? Because okay.
Dominic Ganussi?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember because I mean he's done many different interviews and he's talked about it quite a few times. But yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think he trained with somebody else too, though. Other than him, there was somebody else I thought that he credited for also training him when he was younger. When he was first breaking, I can't remember though. Does it say on there, or is that like a Wikipedia, or did you just flat out look up? Okay. Gotcha.
We're about to see how tough she really is.
Man, this matchup between the Bullies and the Outlaws is so far phenomenal. I mean, it was to be expected. Look at the people involved, right? I mean, and B. Jackson looking good. I hope she can hold her presence. I mean, she does have 3 matches tonight, the poor girl. I almost feel bad for B. Jackson tonight. I really do. It's a tough night. It's a long night for B. Jackson. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Tagged in.
Well, that's what she gets for being formidable.
Right.
That's what she gets for being formidable.
Everyone is on their feet in this building. Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other.
Nice. Gut wrench suplex by Svetlana.
Just pounding it right to the face. My God.
Oh, going after January. Look at that. January was just minding her own business, and Svetlana on the attack.
January's like not even wearing boots, she's wearing foot racks.
She is.
Look at her taking in all the energy from the crowd.
I mean, look at B. Jackson.
B. Jackson. Oh, that backfired. I thought B. Jackson was going to go have a little payback time. Oh, look at that. Whoa.
Oh, that kick will knock anyone down.
2 count only, though.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
You do not want to be receiving end of one of those kicks.
Caught with that sharp elbow.
I mean, Svetlana is a pretty big woman.
A DDT to follow.
Very dangerous.
The roar of this crowd has been
the Russian Diamond.
Variance of Strike said Stone Cold is a brawler at best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there were days prior to him becoming Stone Cold Steve Austin where he had some classic matches. Even in WWE, he had a fantastic submission match with Bret the Hitman Hart. But for the most part, after the Stone Cold most people know, yeah, he's just a brawler.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, my Twitch app just completely glitched. Like, it froze up. It went from how many viewers we have to 0 and then popped back. What the hell was with that? The Twitch app is so finicky. Like, it certainly has a mind of its own.
Yeah, I mean,
they need to work on the lag issues with the Twitch app, though. Seriously, there's got to be something. There's got to be something they can do about that. I mean, YouTube doesn't have that big of a lag for most people that I'm aware of. You know.
Was just malicious.
You're always going to have, you might have a little lag, but you shouldn't have 30-second lags and greater than that. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't happen.
We're about to find out. Oh my goodness. It's a torture rack.
Wait a minute. Why is January doing the torture rack?
Because it's like one of her other moves.
Got it.
Wow, that is it. That is all. She did it. She tapped her out. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and new Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Champions, representing Team Infinite Oni and, of course, Honeybee Wrestling, B. Jackson, and the coldest bitch on the planet, January. They are the Bullies, and they are your new tag team champions. Congratulations, Oni, and, of course, Honeybee Wrestling, and the Bullies faction. Holy shit. That is awesome.
As of right now, the Bullies hold both tag team titles at this moment.
And B. Jackson is currently holding 3 titles. Again.
Of course, she's a Triple Crown champion.
She is. She is I believe this is her second time being Triple Crown champion.
I wish I was a Triple Crown champion. But I mean, yeah. But yeah, congratulations.
I mean, it could happen. She holds.
Beyond becoming.
Well, technically, the Bullies have 2 tag team titles, but now it's January and B, and then Ronda and Shayna. The Bullies have both tag titles. Yeah, they are dominating. It's just crazy what they've been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time. All right, next match of the evening, guys. We're headed to the men's tag team division. And it is Mnemonics from Team Techno, and of course the man called Drek from Team Dedrick, the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dogface, taking on the winningest tag team of all time. They are Demolition, Cyborg Adam Colossus, and of course the Terror, Johnny Braddock from Complete Geek TV, and Team the Turret Man. It is showtime and go time in the tag team division. Now, I like both teams, and I'm of course I've always sided with Demolition, and they are a formidable team. I mean, if you look at the journal section, you'll see how many championships they've won. It is phenomenal. But I gotta tell you, Drek and Mnemonics have just worked so well as a tag team unit. They won those contenderships like it was nothing, and I think they're hungry. I think it's their time. And no offense to Demolition, I love Demolition, one of my favorite tag teams in Archverse history. But I think I got a gut feeling that Team Dogface is bringing home some gold. The original invaders of the Archerverse of TWA are bringing home gold tonight. I don't know. What do you think?
I would bet on Demolition, but I'm not going to count out Mnemonics and Drek at all.
No, I'm not counting it. I'm not overlooking Demolition. Again, their accomplishments speak for themselves. But I just think that Drek and Mnemonics are really trying to prove a point here. Because people said, you're throwing Mnemonics with Drek? After teaming with Tony Stone for so long, you're just going to team him up with Mnemonics? I mean, but they clicked, they work, they complement each other very well in that ring, and they've been tearing through the tag team division.
Sorry.
Did you hear that the Dalai Lama has a gambling problem? Yeah, apparently. He likes Tibet. Oh my God. Strife told another joke earlier, I'm pretty sure, that I missed. I'm just jumping back. Strife, you told another joke earlier, did you not? I'm just going back. I thought I saw something. I know he had the urge to sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." We need to get. So you know what we need to do? Now that he's gone and said that, now that he's tossed that out there into the universe like that, we need to get him onto the broadcast and have him sing that song. I think it's only fair. He teases with such an action. I think he should have to deliver. I think. That's just what I think.
And I wasn't gonna sing it, so.
This is actually the last tag team contest of the evening. The rest of the contendership challenges are all 1v1 matchups.
Okay.
They, of course, have their own specific rule sets, but...
Azrael, find me a good mic and I will. Might make your ears bleed.
Find me a good mic and I will. Might make your ears bleed.
Find me a good mic and I will.
Guys, I cannot overstate.
I mean, there's always eBay.
Match here tonight. Of course not, Michael. Anytime
Hell, I got an old
Amazon.
mic inside.
the match takes on a
There you go.
new level.
Odie's got an old mic you can buy.
Yeah, Soul bought me a new one, so yeah, I'll give you. I use my old one.
So Demolition, reigning defending tag team champions, putting their titles on the line. This is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. They are definitely a formidable team.
Yeah, I put money on Demolition here.
You put, yeah, you're betting on Demolition. I got to go with Weapons on this one. I don't know. Just something tells me Weapons takes the titles. We shall see.
Tag Team Championship! Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 514 pounds. Weapons of mass
The look on Mnemonic's face. It looks like he wants to eat a motherfucker.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 527 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions, Demolition!
Intimidating presence
Tag team championships on the line.
has Demolition, that's for sure.
Team win.
Oh yeah.
Intimidation is not going to work too well with Weapons of Mass Destruction, though.
Another intimidating tag team was, of course, the Road Warriors.
Yeah, speaking of the Road Warriors, I could not believe that War of the Machine was able to defeat them. Single-handedly beat both of them.
But to me, there's something special
Little
about
crazy.
no frills
That was a little
match for the
crazy.
Tag team championship. I'm right with you, Corey. No frills, no razzle-dazzle. Just two teams, two ropes, and two titles. I said nothing about razzle-dazzle. Oh, double knees.
Wow. Anyways.
He's going for it all.
May as well jump back into the dirt sheets here quick while the match is playing out here. I did find something else. It's from WrestlingNews.co by Andrew Ravens. It's WWE's plans for Austin Theory defending against United States Championship Invitational winner. So it says the United States Championship Invitational Finals are set to wrap up on next week's episode of WWE SmackDown. After weeks of the company building up a worthy challenger to step up and attempt to dethrone Austin Theory as the U.S. Champion. On this week's SmackDown, Rey Mysterio won a four-way match to advance to the finals of the Invitational. He ousted LA Knight, Sheamus, and Cameron Grimes, pinning Grimes to advance. Now he is slated to wrestle fellow LWO member Santos Escobar on next week's show, where the winner of that bout will earn a shot at the secondary title on the blue brand. There's been speculation about whether WWE will save this title match for an episode of SmackDown, potentially the August 4th SmackDown, or book it on the SummerSlam PLE card on August 5th, which already has 9 matches. Dave Meltzer reported in Friday's Daily Update on F4W Online that Theory versus the winner of the Invitational is currently slated for a future episode of SmackDown. Historically, WWE has held title matches on SmackDown the night before a PLE. This title bout could be booked the same way. Yeah, I could see them doing that. I don't know. 9 matches are already... Did they say there's already 9 matches? I just got to go check. I'm pretty sure this is already 9 matches on the card. Yeah, it already has 9 matches booked for SummerSlam. So, I mean, if they were to have that matchup added to the card, it would be a 10th. I mean, that's a long evening for a SummerSlam. I mean, I don't think people would care too much, to be fair, especially the live audience. People watching, however. You know, it's not exact. You know, they consider it the WrestleMania, the second WrestleMania of the year, but it really isn't. You know, it doesn't generate near the hype that WrestleMania does, but so I've never looked at it as the WrestleMania of the summer. I don't know. I think it's the second biggest show of the year, but I don't consider it on the same level as WrestleMania, though. I mean, that's, I don't know. I don't think any of their pay-per-views are, because they have too many. They have too many pay-per-views. I always said they should cut back. Instead of having a pay-per-view every single month, right, have one once every 3 months throughout the year. And the other months in between, have network specials like they used to. How cool would that be? That you could come home and just watch this great card on a Friday or a Saturday evening. You know, it's not quite a pay-per-view, but it's, you know, good God. Adam Colossus taking care of business outside the ring, that is for sure. Taking direct to school.
We got a coffee raid.
A coffee raid?
Yeah. We're being raided.
Oh, Jesus, I wasn't even paying attention to the dashboard. We've got Lyndon SG Live invading the compound with 11 villains. Welcome in, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in. How was your stream? What's new and exciting?
Just absolutely punishing their opponent.
Welcome into, this is actually our 499th episode here at TWA, so we're on the road to 500. That is just around the corner. But this is our contendership edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis. All contract cases and championship contendership belts on the line. And they are, of course, challenging for the championships in the respective divisions that they have the contract case and or contendership belts for. So all champions being tested and contenders in the limelight all night long. And right now this tag team matchup is between the Weapons of Mass Destruction and Demolition. So we have 4 different streamer teams going to battle here tonight. But anyways, we got KY Hawkeye, or Kai Hawkeye, depending on how we're supposed to say that. Lyndon, SG Live, we've already acknowledged. How's everybody doing tonight? Appreciate you coming in. And appreciate the raid, of course. Doing well. Fantastic. Good to hear. And thank you for the follow. Welcome officially to the Fam Jam. And Kai Hawkeye, welcome to the Fam Jam. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that very much. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy the show, enjoy the community. And we're just actually running through the dirt sheets, or the wrestling news and rumors for the evening. And we were talking about Rey Mysterio is the one that's going to be challenging Santos Escobar to see who challenges Austin Theory for the U.S. title. And the fact that that's probably going to end up on an episode of SmackDown prior to SummerSlam, because there's already 9 matches booked on SummerSlam. And then, of course, we got it in sort of touch base on the fact that, like, it probably wouldn't hurt people's feelings if they added a 10th match to the card, especially the live audience. You know? But now, however, people watching at home might be a different story. I don't know. You know, when it's WrestleMania, it's completely different. It's a different level of hype. So, you know it's going to be a long weekend. But SummerSlam, even though, you know, again, we've heard it described as the second WrestleMania of the year, I've never considered SummerSlam on the same level as WrestleMania. It is a very big show. It's the second biggest show of the year, I think, but it's not on the same level as WrestleMania, so that's kind of weird. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it ends up on an episode of SmackDown, or do you think they add a 10th match to the SummerSlam card and have them square off then? I personally think it ends up on SmackDown.
They don't do show matches anymore.
Which, of course, would be the night before anyway. So that'd be the 4th of August, and, of course, SummerSlam is the 5th. So it'd be like a kickoff show the night before, so to speak. Now, that said, do you think Santos Escobar gets pushed over Rey Mysterio? I kind of hope so.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
I think it should. I think it should. I think that's where it belongs. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's up in the air. I mean, I think everybody will have a different opinion on that, but I wish they would do something. So I used to really always look forward to Survivor Series too, and I got to be honest, in recent years, I just haven't been invested in the Survivor Series. I wish. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, it's the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble. Well, yeah, the Royal Rumble has been a little lackluster. It has. I think everybody likes the Rumble as a whole, though. I mean, I do enjoy the Rumble. I never miss the Rumble. Whether it's a little lackluster or not, I never missed it. It's always a lot of fun, and it's always interesting to see who's going to show up as guest entrants into the Rumble and guest stars, stuff like that. But, and of course, you know, that's now, these days, officially the official kickoff to the road to WrestleMania, which is funny because it used to be Survivor Series. Survivor Series was always looked at as the beginning of the road to WrestleMania, and then, of course, you had your final pay-per-view of the year before the holiday break, and then right back onto the road in the new year. But now they just kick it off formally with Royal Rumble. Now, maybe that's for a reason. The Survivor Series has not been great in recent years. Now, the last Survivor Series was pretty good. This past Survivor Series. That was the first good Survivor Series in many years, I think. But did you watch Survivor Series?
Good on a save, just in the nick of time.
Yeah, I remember this past one. I don't think
being carried around with ease.
Even harder impact.
I hardly ever watch anything. I tried watching the original a while back, but I remember that.
Hawkeye says Ray will give him the rub. Joe Link says Santos is definitely getting pushed.
The challenger being outclassed here.
Hawkeye says Survivor Series has been a joke the last few years. I actually liked the one that just passed. It was decent in comparison to recent years, but yeah, you're not wrong at all. They need Survivor Series to get back to its roots with more of the elimination tag matches. It's just the 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. But I also agree with Hawkeye. Survivor Series has been a joke. Has been a joke. Strife says, yeah, if Santos loses, they will dismantle LWO. That's the only reasonable outcome, the way Santos works. Yeah, probably. Probably. But, I mean, I expect Escobar to win. I would hope that Escobar gets the push here. Wow, Demolition did it. I was fucking wrong. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, and still Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Champions from Team Complete Geek TV and Team The Turret Man. It is Cyborg, Adam Colossus, and the Terror, Johnny Braddock. They are Demolition, and they are still your reigning, defending, and undisputed World Tag Team Champions. Wow. I was so wrong. I'm glad I wasn't betting on that shit. Good God. You would have won. You chose Demolition. I would have lost my house on that. I thought, listen, yeah, Weapons of Mass Destruction are a formidable faction. They're a great tag team. They won the contenderships like they went through a stick of butter with a hot knife. I thought they looked hungry. I thought for sure they were taking out Demolition. Holy shit. All right.
Good point. They were the first to retain.
Here we go. Next match of the evening. This is a 1v1 ladder match for the Legends Championship. We got the winningest superstar in Archiverse history. And for those that are newer to the Archiverse, I do not mean just in the women's division. She is the winningest superstar in Archiverse history. From Team Distinct Cone, it is the Viking Rose Brewer taking on the Queen of the Hive, the first ever Triple Crown champion, and of course, first woman legend in history for TWA wrestlers. It is B. Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling putting her Legends Championship on the line in a ladder match. That is next. And Oni, it is time to turn and burn. Do we get this thing started? What do you think?
Well, something's come to my attention. So as of this moment, the Bullies have 4 titles in their faction.
They do. I know it is.
Both tag team titles. The Grand Prix tag team title. The newly won, I guess, Wrestle Wars Genesis tag team titles. The Legends title and the Grand Prix title.
The following contest is a ladder match. And is for the Alliance Championship.
I mean, she's already fought once since she won, so I mean, bless her heart. And this is a ladder match.
Making her way to
and she still has one more match to go because she is also the Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, and that is a fucking lockdown match. That is it. That is 4 sides of steel: pin, submit, or knockout. TKOs do count, but.
There's no way we crown a new champion tonight.
Yeah, B's going to need a night off after this event.
Oh, B is definitely going to need a night off. Definitely going to need a night off. But, that said, what do you think? Rose Brewer or B Jackson? Who you going with here? Ladder match.
I'm going to say B Jackson here.
And if there's a more perseverant,
you're going B Jackson? I mean, I kind of figured you would. It does make sense for. Well, I was, yeah. You got to go with your own people. It's biased decision making here. The process of elimination has been misconstrued by biasm.
And representing the Bullies from London, England, she is.
I wonder what the hell happened to Rose Brewer and who the hell that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, she emulated Rose Brewer very, very well. I mean, especially that there was that one spot where she came off the ropes with that spear. That was very well done. I give credit where credit is due, but I wonder what the hell happened there. I mean, I don't. Did anything ever come out about that? I don't even know. It seemed like then, still called Winter Swarm, were up to shenanigans, that's for sure. The only common denominator throughout when all of those things were transpiring, it was them. Just saying. I'm just saying. I bring attention to that is, you know.
For me, guys, it'll be interesting to see if she continues to show signs of desperation here tonight. Well, for her opponent's sake, I hope we don't see any more of that here tonight. When she starts looking desperate, there's no telling what she'll do next.
Wow, Rose Brewer and B. Jackson, one-on-one. I'm not even sure if this has happened before. I'm trying to remember if they've even been in the squared circle together before. At least in singles competition, anyways, as far as that goes. Nice evasion there. Hurricanrana right away by Jackson.
That's not what I meant. Forget it. She saw that one coming.
Ooh, vicious. Barrage of strikes from B. Jackson. She is on a roll already. She is not playing games here.
We've been doing some training with her.
To the outside. This could get wild.
She's looking for a toy. I mean, there was already a ladder out there. She had to find her own. Apparently, she didn't like the other two.
They never like the ladders that's there.
No.
They can have a ladder in the room, and they drop it, go outside and grab another ladder.
Rose apparently disagrees. She likes the ladder that was outside the ring. Oh! Nailed Jackson right in the face. I mean, you knew it was going to come into play at some time. It is a ladder match. At some point, you're getting nailed in the face or the back, somewhere with the ladder.
Oh, what's going to happen here? Look out!
Ooh. A nice T-bone suplex.
Making her way up the ladder now.
What is Rose Brewer? Here comes Rose Brewer. I was going to say, what is she doing? At first, it didn't look like she was going to do anything. She's just going to watch Jackson pull that championship down. We've got ourselves a good old slobber knocker on top of the ladder here. Oh, B. Jackson taking some heavy right hands. Oh, she's returning some of her own. This is crazy. This is a goddamn brawl on top of the ladder. Wow. What the hell? The women, look at the crowds on their feet. This is a clinic on top of a ladder, folks. Oh, B. Jackson finally dropped. What is Brewer doing? She's not going for the... Oh, my God. Flying body press off of the fucking ladder. Or cross body, depending on what you want to call it. Oh, a suplex driver to boot. Good God. B. Jackson's in trouble here.
Garment's about done, knock her off, and then get that last notch. That's just me.
She's just, oh, Brewer is, oh my God, she did it. Oh my God, it is over just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new Legends champion from Team Distinct Cone. She is the Viking Rose Brewer, and she is your new Legends champion. Wow. Now, to be fair, B. Jackson did just have a tag team matchup not long ago. I mean, she's got to be a little fatigued, maybe even a little battered and bruised a bit. I mean, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park against the Outlaws. It was not a walk in the park.
She just beat, what, Fabulous Move? No, not Fabulous Move. Sensational Sherry for that title. Now she's lost it again.
Yeah. No shit. I know. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next match of the night is for the Men's Legends Championship, and it is, of course, Tony Stone, representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction, taking on Goldberg, the reigning defending Legends Champion. And this is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. And it is time to rock and roll. But, incidentally, Oni, who do you think? Do you think Goldberg retains, or do you think Tony Stone turns Goldberg into Oldberg? What do you think?
I'm going to go with Stone.
You're going with Stone?
Going with Stone.
Joe Link says, wow, B loses right after she wins the title back.
The following contest is
yeah, I mean, it happens. The competition is stiff. I mean, you win some, you lose some. It happens.
It happened to me.
I mean, when you're on Wrestle Wars Genesis, you're not just dealing with your average professional wrestling setting. You've got concrete surrounding your ring. Your ring is literally made of planks. I mean, it is a war zone. No pun intended. I don't want to be sued.
Right.
Plus, anybody else in the multiverse that may have, a show called Warzone. We want to be very careful there. But it is a battle zone. Let's say that. It is a battle zone. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected. Especially, if you're a member of the chat, you're a viewer, and you have to contend with the professional trolls and rabid wolves that is our community while you're in the chat room. Specifically, like people like Glenola. They like to stir the pot. Be a little in. Speaking of Glenola, looks like the Wolfman's record stands. Yeah, it certainly does. But she still, that said though, Glenola, it's still impressive that she has 6 legends under the notch of her belt.
Definitely the top in the women's division, or the women's legends division.
Yeah.
Tonight for this superstar,
pretty impressive.
Is crucial. Goldberg will chase him like
Glenola says, who, me? Yeah, you.
It is an I applaud.
Definitely you.
I think we all applaud Queen
Tony Stone, ready for action.
In fact, you check out this email I just posted. Thank you, B.
Thank you, B. Nice. That is an excellent emote. Good way to pay homage to one of your favorite streamers, not to mention.
Not only that, we're about to see who's next.
Bill Goldberg, the Legends champion, putting his title on the line.
Over.
Tony Stone,
Over.
definitely capable of taking this title.
So
That's Ed Goldberg,
Together we will grow
who was obviously very capable of winning it, also very capable of retaining it.
constant support for running numbers
It should be interesting.
with the said
A man who absolutely bleeds intensity.
So,
F.
Beyond the WCW championship, Goldberg's a two-time United States
Dollar
champion,
bill in action.
one-time
Hawkeye
WCW
says.
Tag Team champion. Oh, and
Dollar
by the way,
bill.
a WWE Universal champion.
He certainly has made many bills.
Oh, look around right now. You can feel it. The entire WWE Universe
Yeah.
anticipating Goldberg's display.
What do you think of him facing
You're right
Dolph
about that,
Ziggler?
Saxton, save one exception. The man standing across the ring from Goldberg.
we need to see
He's
that.
not excited. He's next.
Well, I mean, you know, it's interesting, but I mean, I don't understand why they have to have Bill Goldberg face him. Why not just have, you know, The Miz face him?
And his opponent
But of course, The Miz has to have it in the contract that it's actually Goldberg, and Ziggler didn't read the contract to know he was signing a match with Goldberg, and blah blah blah.
Champion Gold.
Random is in the house. I set a record yesterday. It was definitely a record.
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
Here we go. He was timed out 82 times yesterday. Although, I got to be honest, Random, I don't know how much of that people are going to deal with tonight, though. You know, it's funny once. I don't know about twice. We'll see.
See how generous I am today. What about that?
Yeah.
Random no.
The champion came out here somewhat gloating their belt.
Strife already spoke up. Random, no. Okay, Random says. That's probably a good choice.
That is a sad attitude to have.
Very unsubscribed no.
All right, so let's see. But yeah, so back to what we were discussing with that last article. I do believe that Santos Escobar gets the rub and goes over Rey Mysterio. I think because, most importantly, I think that's what Rey would decide to do. Most importantly, I believe he would want to give Escobar the push here. And therefore, I do think it's going to happen. But I do agree with Meltzer. I believe it happens on SmackDown. I think it'll happen on SmackDown. But anyways, let's see what else is going on. I don't think there's a whole lot of... there's not really a whole lot of interesting other information. I mean, you've got Seth Rollins disclosing how long... I mean, he's already talked about that, but something new and informative there. Samoa Joe looks back on his stint on commentary in WWE and says it was fun. I mean, he's talked about that actually quite frequently over the past couple years. Even though he was working, you know, with AEW even, he still always gave props to the commentating team and how much fun he had working behind the scenes in WWE. So, not to mention, I believe it was necessary at one point anyways, was it not? He was injured, was he not? Or there was something happening there, I forget.
Not sure.
Shawn Michaels says he has no intentions of ever wrestling again. I mean, pretty sure we already knew that. I mean, I don't think anybody expected Michaels to wrestle again. Did anybody expect Michaels to ever wrestle again? No, I just didn't. Sheamus hits back at LA Knight fans after WWE SmackDown. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to have to see what that's about. RingsideNews.com. It is Subhajit Mukherjee. Says Sheamus has accomplished a lot in WWE, winning various championships during his time in the company. The Celtic Warrior has almost done it all when it comes to being a WWE superstar, and the sky is truly the limit for him. He also hit back at LA Knight fans after SmackDown this week. Sheamus, alongside the Brawling Brutes brethren, haven't been getting as much attention as of late now. This led to Sheamus criticizing WWE for how they have been booking his group. As seen on this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, Sheamus, LA Knight, Rey Mysterio, and Cameron Grimes competed in a fatal four-way match to advance to the finals of the United States Championship Invitational. LA Knight was the overwhelming favorite heading into the match as he got a ton of cheers throughout. All of that was for nothing as Mysterio ended up winning the match instead of Knight. Sheamus took to Twitter and hit back at fans who constantly cheered for LA Knight as he called them yabots. He called them yabots. I mean, that's gotta hurt. Anyways, LA Knight's loss is certainly a shocker to many fans. That said, WWE will likely begin pushing him after SummerSlam. And that's actually been something that's been talked about a lot in the last few days. And I think we just covered that yesterday, did we not? Did we not talk about something very similar to that? About him being pushed sometime after SummerSlam? I think we did. I can't remember now, but I feel like we did. So it says, so all fans can do right now is wait and hope for the best. I mean, it's true, though. LA Knight is he's the most over wrestler on the planet right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's weird. But WWE has always had a hard time pushing talent they didn't create. So there's that, too. I'm not saying they're not going to push him. I think they don't really have much of a choice at this point. I think the fans have spoken. You know what I mean? They've got to do something with them, even if it's for short term. Otherwise, and let's be honest, I think LA Knight deserves it anyway. I don't care what Kevin Nash said or anything else like that. I mean, I think he deserves. I think he deserves the push. He deserves a chance to be champion.
Absolutely.
I don't know how there's anything left in these superstar bodies.
You know, Bill Goldberg is really giving it his all here. He's pulling in all the stops to defend this Legends Championship and paying very close attention. And he is matching up very well with Tony Stone. I'm a little surprised. I thought Tony Stone might actually run through Bill Goldberg.
Planning on what to do next.
The Archerverse, long time no see.
I mean, yeah, I probably would have put my money on Stone for sure. Over Goldberg, I'm not going to lie. But I don't know what Stone is doing. He's getting some extra exercise here. Oh my God! Rolling stunner. Out of nowhere, and there he goes over the ropes again. He's having a good time with those ropes tonight. I don't know. Oh, he got caught that time, though. Goldberg trashes him with a big lariat. Big back body drop.
Taking this to the floor.
Goldberg home for a chair here.
Never as innocent as it looks. Oh my goodness. He has truly gone to a different zone, you guys.
I mean, to be fair, if I was facing Tony Stone, I'd look for a chair too. Or a bat. Something. A little insurance. You know what I mean? You got to have a little insurance.
I'm getting goosebumps. Wheelbarrow into a wheelbarrow.
Never beat Stone. Brandon Gainsbourg has invaded.
Now Tony Stone's turn. It is his turn to wield that puppy. And he's hitting a home run on Bill Goldberg. Uh-oh. Stone in trouble here. Stone in trouble here. Oh, jackhammered. Jack hammered.
That's how much winning this title means. To give everything you got. I don't know how much you can have left after that, but you've got to be impressed. And Goldberg's angry. Goldberg is getting that look.
And now he's going for a set of steel steps.
More than bring it.
I mean, he doesn't just want to retain his title. He wants to hurt Tony Stone here. It is evident.
I got timed out for saying how are you.
Goldberg got caught. Toyed around too long. Gave Tony Stone way too... Oh, my God. Did you see that? Whoa. Wow, he did it. That is it. That is all. Son of a bitch. Who the fuck redeemed 10 minutes of...
We're going to be hard pressed to see a better match than that here.
Random. You and me got to work on our communication. I don't think we just come in and commit villainous antics like that. I mean, are you related to Glenola?
Here's your winner.
Are you related to Glenola? Are you from the Glenolaverse? Are you actually? You know what? Hey, I've got an answer to the problems. Why Random seems to be early in his tenure here at the Archiverse TV so villainous. He's not even real. He's a fucking Glenalien. He's from the Glenolaverse. He's one of those Glenalien creatures that Glenola keeps trying to sell to everybody that are friendly creatures. Friendly creatures. They do no wrong. That's what Random is. He is a Glenalien. I'm convinced. All right, next match of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a lockdown match for the Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. AJ Lee, they just won a matchup to strip Jezebel West of her contract case and option to fight B. Jackson for the Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. It is the third match of the night for the Queen of the Hive. And AJ Lee wants to do the very same thing that Rose Brewer did and dethrone her, knock her down a peg. Wants to take that coveted Grand Prix Wrestling Championship off of her waist. That's the next match of the night. It is a lockdown match. 4 sides of steel. The only way to win. Pin, submit, or knock your opponent out. It is showtime and go time. Let's go! All right, Oni. I'm putting you on the spot again.
Well, actually, no.
The following contest is a steel cage match. And is for the Grand Prix.
I'm sorry, say what again? Oh, right, yeah. Well,
they have to, and there's no one named here in our broadcast booth.
There is not. But I was blissed for 10 minutes. Yeah, there's that.
Are you serious? I can beat up the band.
Do we have one left? I think we changed it so you can only use it like once a show or some stupid shit, didn't we?
And a huge opportunity for the
champ to prove to everyone
if there truly
yeah,
is
he did.
In all of WWE right now.
Well, I don't fuck something. I guess it's up to me.
All right, and Random is calling me out on it too. By the way, you see that shit? He's a Glenalien. I'm telling you, he's related to Glenola. He's from the Glenolaverse. I am convinced. All right, well, I've been issued 10 minutes of bliss, so I will see everybody in 10 minutes. Oni, you've got the now. Of course, if the match ends, I will jump back on. That's just the way. I mean, I'm not acknowledging the ending of a match. So, but I've been blessed for now. It is what it is. Thanks to Random. So I've been blissed for 10 minutes. I will return. Oni, the ship is yours to sail.
First of all, I've always wanted to do this.
Echo Random Games Book. Kai Ha Kai worse.
Alright.
Winning any women's title in WWE already means you're at the top of the industry. So what does 2 titles indicate?
So we got B. Jackson taking on
competitor.
Every day she holds
both titles. Every time she successfully defends them, she is making her
Grand
case
Prix title. I forgot what kind of match it even was in the first place. But of course, I'm going to go with B. Jackson on this. I mean, she's already had 2 matches either way.
She's been able to amass multiple titles.
Oh, it's a cage match. Like, just straight up cage?
And we are truly seeing a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
I don't see a cage.
Is in her hands.
Unless it's way up there.
Correct, Joe.
That's normally
That's what it said at the beginning. Supposed
Introducing
to
the challenger from Jersey City, New Jersey, AJ Lee.
I guess not.
And her opponent from London, England, she is the Grand Prix champion, B. Jackson.
B is defending this title. It's her third match of the night, probably her last match.
The past doesn't matter. Here's where it counts. Here is where it's settled. The prize is on the line.
She's definitely going to need a day off or a vacation after this. No repping the boys. Probably the most dominant female faction in TWA.
This is arguably the biggest challenge the champ has faced yet.
You can
feel it. Absolutely. We can easily see the
title change
right now. We only have 3 titles. We can see a champion do whatever it takes to prevent such a thing from happening, gentlemen.
Yeah, it
oh, there's the cage. It just magically appeared. I mean, I didn't see the cage at all, and it all of a sudden just there.
Avoiding contact.
But anyway, so nice dragon suplex by B.
Ow!
Full Nelson slam as well.
Oh, and a forearm. Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head
and
like
B
a basketball.
Really giving it to AJ. And I've heard AJ was psycho. I mean, you get B on a really bad day, I don't know what's worse. And I know B Jackson.
Attacking the body. Utilizing the top rope to inflict more punishment. Tripped over the top rope. She turns
B
it
using
right
the
around
weapon
with a counter.
using the ring as a weapon, very smart. AJ with a comeback. Carnival tie-up, Irish whip to the ropes.
There's press! There's press! There's press!
AJ with the Luthez.
Counters, this could be an opportunity.
Once more, and this time, oh, B with the counter.
Knees meet face.
When the moon shines, it shows forever. But it me umbrella go no, I need a friend on my umbrella. Ella. Oh, under my umbrella. B.
You're a Nagi! Man, oh man.
And B just really giving it to AJ. I don't know what B is thinking right now. Now my question is this a normal tag team?
Face first with a waistlock takedown. Super kick! When you're in a steel cage, there's not exactly a lot of real estate here, which is why you have to know how to use the cage to your advantage. Because
there's a Botchamania moment for you. It's a freaking cage match.
How do you suggest they do
that? I'm not sure if this was
push your
like
opponent into the steel, throw him into it,
grind
him into
match,
it.
or if this
Honestly,
is just
we've seen some
straight up
inventive things in these
traditional
matches, and I'm sure these superstars will think of even more things to do with their surroundings. She steers clear
steel
of that
cage
one.
match where you have to climb out or get a pin or a submission or whatever. I don't know the exact rules, but I think it's just straight up steel cage.
Gets the shoulder up after one
there. It's straight up steel cage. B's going for the cover. One. AJ kicks out.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena. Cut off with a kick to the gut.
To see a contempt list of champions from each respective brand, simply type YTB into the chat.
Let's see if that kick out was a spark or is it the challenger's last gasp. That is firing your biggest shot, but leaving your prey left standing. Time to reload.
She hits it again.
Oh my goodness,
she didn't go for the cover that time.
Like a basketball.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a chain redemption of your choices, 098. The number to win a YTV championship match is 7.
There was nobody in the pool.
Taking a moment to get pumped. This crowd's incredible energy. Double double stomp.
Play.
Everything's going against her now.
Yeah, the faults in her. 7,
there's a
4.
kick and
Good luck, Brandon Gainsborough. There are some amazing recon channel rewards to choose from the
Mass.
PA.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta do it.
Retains.
That is it.
And I have returned. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still
Possible. What a match this was.
Wrestle Wars, she is the Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, B. Jackson from Team Honeybee Wrestling, representing the Bullies. And congratulations goes out to Honeybee Wrestling. She's had a tough night tonight, but she is still 2 titles strong. 2 titles, 3 technically. They have, well, if you count the faction, they have both tag team titles. She's the Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. The Bullies are dominating the women's tag team division.
Bullshit fuck.
Well, had she lost, I would have had a backup plan.
All right, here we go. Next match tonight for the Men's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. This is an Iron to Submission Gold matchup. Only way to win is by submission, and it is an Iron Man match rule set, so it is as many submission falls in about 15 minutes as they can get. Iceman, Christian Hart from Team Christian Cool, and of course Jack Quad, the Savage Animal from Team Dusty. That is next. What do you think? Christian Hart or Jack Quad here?
Grand Prix Championship.
This is going to be a hard one to pick because, I mean, both of these people are great athletes at first.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed.
I mean, Christian Hart's a legend here. But, I mean, you got Jack Quad, who's been making...
The following
kicking some
contest
ass,
is an Iron Man match. And it's
I've seen Jack Quad at work, and he does not screw around.
Championship.
So I can go either or here. I can't make a decision.
Look at that. Joe Link redeemed YTD Academy Championship op. Amber Extreme versus B. Jackson for the Grand Prix Championship.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Now, of course, there won't be any more live shows until episode number 500, but there is always YTD Dark, though. There's always YTD Dark. Well, where are you leading with the well?
I lost thought.
You lost thought?
Yeah, like I had something I was going to say, and next thing you know, it's just gone. My gosh, I mean, give her a night off. She just had 3 matches.
It's a big time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here. You're right, Michael. And judging from the response on social media heading into this match,
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Iceman here. I mean, he is the excellence of execution of the modern era, and I think he dethrones. I mean, when has Jack Quad ever been in a submission match before? I don't even know.
The challenger knows he has a good chance of becoming champion tonight.
I don't know either.
Or Mickey James.
I would have to check with his...
Luke the Gooner. Mickey James and the Gooner are not in action tonight because it is contenders versus champions tonight. And then next Saturday night, we have a Champions versus Champions edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, episode number 500, next Saturday.
Rule Pack Gals versus Bullies versus
500 shows only.
Women's tag. Triple threat eliminations tour.
It is definitely a milestone.
How does
definitely a milestone. Oh, give me 1 second. My missus is calling me.
You dare, Glenola. Okay, I get it. We got a target on our back. That's cool.
Tone.
We
utilize the game to create custom shows, belts. We have 1, 2, 3 streamers that have wrestlers progressing throughout our season. Tell more. The Archerverse goes back over a decade to Gods of Wrestling era, where Elijah Archer started his career
to my
skipping
recollection,
the
I've never seen Jack Quad
Archer's Army welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse Discord to either promote your content or just to chat and have a great time. Join. Discord. YouTube. TAB on YouTube URL.
I guess we'll just have to find out.
Many are predicting a title change here tonight, but this man is looking to prove otherwise.
Here we go. Grand Prix title is up for grabs.
Introducing the challenger from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Iceman, Christian Hart.
Iceman Christian Hart taking on.
And his opponent
Jack
from Poland, weighing in at 290 pounds.
15
he
minutes.
is the Grand Prix champion, the relentless Jack.
TLDR Kai Hakai joined the Discord and in a contract.
The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
Yeah, just doing a little bit of typing real quick here. Sorry about playing us from keyboard as I'm posting something in the old Discord, but it's about that title. Snorhawk, welcome. Good to see you, good to see you.
Big fight field.
Archer
history,
stepped
and
away
now he's looking to lock in this submission.
But we got the YTD Grand Prix Championship on the line here in this 15-minute iron submission match.
And a hip toss to escape.
Got quite already in the counter. Of course, it was a little early.
And he's able to reverse. He got whipped into that corner. Setting up for the
bulldog.
Okay, so Kyle joined the Discord and in a contract. Okay.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. Leg drop. It's effective. Looking for a high-risk, high-reward situation. Up high, diving crossbody, throwing all caution to the wind. Oh my God! Right over the top and hit hard. Well, that's one way to seize control of a match. Change the location to the ringside area. The champ getting put on the back foot here.
6'4".
And I feel like you almost can't have a true strategy for an Ironman match. You kind of just have to go through it.
Yeah,
you have a point, Cole. This is a
Archer's
marathon, not a sprint. So you just got to get your mind right and set that you're in it for the long haul.
I got content or just to chat and have a great time.
And this one might be headed ringside.
I have a situation, so I might be a bit here.
Scouted.
YouTube.
Quick exchange of counters there.
on YouTube, URL. Town. We utilize the game engine to create custom shows, but we have ancient streamers to progress less progressing throughout our season winning. Play. Snorhawk 6'4", your numbers are 7, 9, 0. Good luck Snorhawk 6'4". There are some amazing skipping things. Throwing things are okay, the Archerverse. Skipping something
The submission is in.
Today, Snorhawk 6'4" is towards angle. Super Sitter. Play. Snorhawk 6'4", your numbers are 0, 4, 5. Good luck Snorhawk 6'4". There are some amazing and fun challenge awards to choose from if you are the seed. Superstar. Today, Joe Link is Jimmy Russo. Play. Joe Link, your numbers are 7, 5, 5. Good luck Joe Link. There are some amazing and fun challenge awards to choose from if you are the choice.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
755, I'm not quite sure what the numbers were. I actually forgot. I know Strife had him earlier.
What are they doing here? This could be the beginning of the end.
Forget what they are.
The sharpshooter. Oh, is he going to tap out? If he does, he's going to be down at least a fall. He needs to find a way out quick.
Here we go. Sharpshooter is applied.
Find a way out of the sharpshooter. And does just that.
Oh, Jack Quad just powers right out of it.
Power slam. A bad place to be for the challenger. Yeah, this has been a grueling Iron Man match, and you cannot deny that they are feeling it.
Double underhook. Oh. Christian Hart with the counter.
On the shoulders and a slam.
Oh, looks like a fireman's carry or a slam.
This could be the beginning of the end. Uh-oh. Sharpshooter. Gotta find a way out of the sharpshooter.
Kind of multitasking here.
And does just that.
Oh, is he going for a sharp? No, I think he was going to go for the sharpshooter and got countered.
Fends off the attack with an elbow. Oof. Lands the haymaker. Here we go again. I think the champ's got it.
It's been almost 5 minutes, and we have yet to have a decision.
Applying the submission hold.
Of course, this could have been a draw.
The shoulder with the claw. Oh, is he gonna tap out?
Of course, Jack Quad has champion's advantage, so if it does end up in a draw, Jack Quad will still be your YTD Grand Prix Wrestling Champion.
From the top.
So for Christian's sake, it better not end in a draw.
Piercing elbow.
Elbow drop. From the top
you can tell he's
Christian
feeling
Hart
it now.
as he's
This
heads
fight
out
is pumping him up.
and taunting.
He's taking this to the floor now.
What's he going for now?
With no regard for human safety and local speed limits, he has introduced a stop sign to this match. And they just tossed him aside.
You just have to make your opponent tap out more times.
All right, I have returned. I actually have an interesting situation that I might end up having to step away from the broadcast for an intermission, if you will. Now, if that happens, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the broadcast open, and when I'm finished, it's an interesting situation. I'll fill everybody in at another time. But if I should have to step away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my broadcast open and deal with the situation. When I return from the intermission, we'll simply have our, depending on how many matches are left we're on our final 3 matches right now, so we have the co-main event, main event left for the evening. But it's a bit of a situation, and I may have to step away. If I do, again, it'll just be an intermission. I'll leave the broadcast open, and when I return, we'll simply finish our final matches, and that'll be it. That'll be all. But we'll see what happens. The missus is going to be calling me back in a little while, and we'll go from there. But yeah, and what I'll do is I'll switch controllers quickly. That way it'll have a lifespan while I step away, because we've already been on broadcast for, what, 2.5 hours, so. Yeah. But, as far as everything being okay, I'm sure everything will be okay. I just may have to deal with the situation, that's all. May have to deal with the situation. But either way, we're finishing the show. There just may be an intermission while I step away to deal with it. We'll see what happens.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Random games for your numbers are 8, 6, 9. Google
I haven't seen a
random
single
games. There are some amazing and fun channel railroads to choose from the play.
No, I believe it is 0-0. Yeah.
And that's okay. Take your time.
I don't know why Christian Hart just should put him just right through that broadcast table.
Which they never do.
No, not unless they rip off the shield. Which seldom happens these days. I mean, to be fair, I don't want to go through a table either, so there's that.
Members for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 098. The members skipping the rest.
Life says that's okay, take your time. Well, I mean, I might not have a choice. I might have to take my time. I mean, what the intermission could be a half an hour, could be 45 minutes, but we will finish the show, don't worry. Either way, it's just something I may have to deal with. So there might be a brief intermission. But like I said, what I will do is I will simply switch controllers so that there's a lifespan. That way I can leave the broadcast running, and I will deal with it, come back, and we'll finish however many matches, whether it's 2 or 1. But either way, this has been a fantastic evening. Contenders versus champions has been absolutely awesome. So far, still no submissions, though. 6.5 minutes left. Oh, wait. Was that a fall? That was a fall by quad right there.
I think I broke a record for the
1-0 for the champion. He has to get at least 2 in the next 6 minutes. And there's 2 with an iron claw. Shades of the Texas tornado there. And others. There's others who have been used it, but he used it very well. Sometimes he would do it to the skull.
Pulled on a random for the hell of a 3-0-man rumble. Full opponents random.
Who was the title redeem while you were gone?
My buddy Snorhawk.
Who redeemed what?
Follow, so I gotta check it out.
Glenola?
Put in a position now.
World Cup Hours for the women's tag team.
I think it was for the
Women's YTD Grand Prix tag team.
Nice.
The challenger being outclassed here.
Well, I mean, he will put that in the correct section anyway, so I'll be able to check that out. But yeah, I mean, get your redeems in if you want to. Like I said, there's no more live shows until next Saturday when we have episode number 500. It's a Champions versus Champions edition of Wrestle vs. Justice. It's going to be absolutely off the hook. It's going to be stream per view worthy, I guarantee you. But we're going to have some YTD dark matches leading up to Saturday night. So, you know, there could be a lot of things that could take place. Champions could be dethroned and new champions arise as we head in to episode 500. So many things can happen. After tonight, all contenderships will be up for grabs because they'll have all challenged for their championships and either won or lost. So, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things about to happen. From opening up competition, I mean, the door for competition is wide open with all the contract cases and championship contender belts about to be up for grabs. And again, with the YTD Dark matches, anything can happen. Expect the unexpected. Champions can lose their titles, and that is just that. Christian Hart in serious jeopardy of definitely losing this matchup. It is still 2-0. Christian Hart has... I'm shocked. I'll be honest, I am shocked. Christian Hart has no submission falls at this point. It is 2-0 for the champion. And he is doing the Boston Marathon with only 3 minutes and 49 seconds left of the match, with 0 falls in his favor to 2 to the champion's favor. I don't know that he's making his decision-making process tonight is a little subpar, I think. It's not like Christian Hart. This is not the Christian Hart I'm used to.
So you're
definitely not the Christian Hart I'm used to. To be fair, that is true. I don't think they've ever squared off in singles competition, no. Christian Hart, he's losing this match so bad right now. He's using weapons, and that's another thing Christian Hart doesn't do very often. He's utilized weapons. Oh, right in the gut. I mean, that's gotta hurt too. That's a metal stop sign. That is not fun. Oh, he missed that time. Christian Hart evaded by rolling around in agony. Oh, right between the eyes with the steel steps. Jacquard not playing. He is making a statement here tonight. I mean, who would have thought? Again, when, if ever, has Jacquard even been in a submission match? And he is leading 2-0 in submissions over the excellence of execution of the modern era, the Iceman Christian Hart. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, there is a reason he's the YTD Grand Prix champion.
That is true.
I'm showing us that right now. You can adapt.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Wow. The Iceman going upstairs. But, I mean, he needs a submission here. He does not need a high-flying, high-risk move. Yeah, that's right. Hit him right between the eyes, just like he did to you. There you go. Now put him in a sharpshooter. What are you doing? He is playing with the stairs instead of putting him in a submission hold here with 1.5 minutes left of the match. That's fucking crazy. What is wrong with the Iceman tonight? Is he drunk? Has he been hanging out with Archer? What is even going on?
I have no idea.
I mean, Jack Quad might clean sweep the Iceman.
Targeting the shoulder with the, and there's the tap.
Well, 3-0 Quad. Minute 12 left.
Oh, look at this, showing off with a big flex.
3-0.
Wow.
What the hell is this?
Amazing. 60 seconds.
Heads out and he has all the time.
The hell is this early show bullshit?
So Tilianakis.
That is crazy.
We will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support.
Oh, Quad got caught.
Back to the mat.
With the said with skipping the rest.
Oh, I thought for sure Christian Hart was winning this match. It is a submission iron to gold match. I mean, I thought for sure. Not even one submission fall so far. 25 seconds remaining. I mean, has he even attempted a submission? Oh, here we go. A sharpshooter with 13 seconds remaining. There we go. 3-1. Yeah, I believe Quad kicked out of it. That's right, too. I remember that. Quad kicked out of it. And that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still YTD World War III Grand Prix Wrestling Champion, the Savage Beast from Team Dusty, Jack Quad, still your champion. Man, 3-1 victory over the Iceman Christian Hart in a submission match. I mean, who would have thought that would happen? All right, here we go. Co-main event of the evening. 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Number 1 contender Trish Stratus taking on the world champion Melissa Archer. It is Mrs. Archer in action. Next, co-main event of the evening. What do you think? Do you think Trish Stratus has a chance, or do you think Mrs. Archer wines and dines and takes the gold back home with her? What do you think?
Well, I can tell you who I want to win.
I mean, I was shocked that Trish won the contendership, let alone be, actually here facing the world champion. So, for me, it's a no-brainer. I don't know.
ORTV,
I want Trish to win.
For you.
You want Trish to win, do you really?
We have missed you as well.
Do you?
really want
Wait a
Trish
minute,
to
is she part of your faction?
No.
Oh, okay.
But Melissa took January's title away from
Fair.
her. Yeah, fuck yeah, I want Trish Stratus to beat her.
Fair enough. I forgot about that.
And she wants that title back.
All right, here we go. Wrestle Wars World Women's Championship on the line. Trish Stratus, Melissa Archer. Let's go.
You got swear jarred, man.
Oh, Tiliana in the house. Tiliana Pierce, what's going on? Welcome in. Episode number 499. Tiliana Pierce. Co-main event of the evening. Of course, I'm also in the middle of a debacle. The main event might get delayed. We shall see what happens here.
Time for some stratisfaction.
It would be nice if this match would just end before anything took place and I could just get the main event on the go and we'd be good. We'll see what happens, but...
Right.
Mrs. Archer still hasn't called back, but I do expect a call in the next few minutes. We'll see what happens. Again, I might have to step away, but I will, if that happens, I will, of course, change my controllers so that it's not cutting off the broadcast while I'm gone. But so the main event might get delayed. We'll see what happens. We'll see how fast this matchup takes place. I mean, 2 out of 3 falls matches are sometimes very lengthy matches. Other times, well, not so much. We shall see. And here comes the world champion. Very highly decorated early in her career. That's for sure. I mean, I was rooting for her, but I got to tell you, I was definitely shocked when she actually won the world championship. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the title is on the line here tonight.
Yeah,
How can I forget? I've been looking forward to this match for a
I just realized we didn't run any betting lines tonight.
Title win so far on TWA.
I just thought of that now. I just thought of that now. A little late for that now, to be fair, but no point now. A night without betting.
She's been a great champion thus far, but she is facing tough competition tonight.
Yeah, me too, Tilianakis.
All right. So, I don't know. This is a tough one. If I was betting, I'm definitely going to go with the world champion, but Trish Stratus definitely capable of dethroning her. So we shall see. Give me 1 second. My daughter's calling.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Trish Stratus. And her opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She is the World Wrestling Champion, the Warrior Princess, Melissa Arthur.
With this championship title in play, you can expect this match to be something special.
And that's what it's about.
All right, so in between that, Mrs. Archer also called. I do have to step away. So what I'm going to do here quickly is I'm actually going to switch controllers here so that it doesn't get, you don't have to have an awkward screen. I'm going to have to step away for an intermission, so I hope you enjoy the co-main event of the evening. The main event won't take place until I return. If you're able to pop back in and out, I will definitely be back. I can't guarantee I'll be back quickly, and I can't guarantee that I won't be. So, but I do have to step away either way. So just give me 1 second.
Right to the gut. Oh, and then the chest as well. Dangerous intentions in her mind.
Actually, for some reason, it's not. For some reason or another, it's not letting me change controllers. That's weird. It wanted me to stop the broadcast to do it, which is weird because it can die and let me switch controllers. That makes zero sense. But anyways, I do have to step away. Enjoy the co-main event. I will be back. We will finish the show. I'm leaving the broadcast running. And Oni, you've got it from here.
Physically speaking, for the rest of the match.
No pressure.
I will return. I apologize. It's an emergency situation. But
I understand completely. I got
things are going to be okay. I do have a situation to deal with. I will return.
The challenger.
Alrighty. Well, wish you the best.
Armringer into the Kimura.
Now.
She's in a tremendous amount of pain as she. Her arm has got to be radiating in pain right now. But
if you could like
chance to win a channel redemption of your choices.
really appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be doing like my commentary.
Championship matches.
And I'm not the greatest at that, but Trish is throwing in Melissa Archer
nice amateur
back to the
takedown.
ring.
All the way over. Cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out and one for the challenger.
Of course, shout out to Elite Gaming.
Strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support. Sticking to us.
Right to the face. My
Connie
God.
Anna Pierce, your numbers are 5, 7, 1. We will Connie Anna Pierce. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are
This is gonna be good.
Play. Joe Link, your numbers are 5, 3, 9, Okay, you're good. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the choice. Sure, let me get home.
What you gotta do?
Hi, your numbers are 8, 1, 1, 2, 8, 5, There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the choice. Play. Joelink, your numbers are 2, 7, 8. Good luck, Joelink. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the choice.
Oh, clothesline.
Moves outside.
I'll
What's the
take your damn
plan
head off
here?
for that.
One of these days,
Oni! I found a solution to our problem. My daughter-in-law is actually going to start the main event for you guys.
Okay.
Because I have to step away. So she's going to finish the broadcast for me while I'm gone. And that way you guys can watch the main event. If she needs to ask a question and how to start it, I told her all she has to do is hop on and ask. So, but at least you get to see the rest of the show. I will return. Well, I won't return. I might not return. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the show.
This is complete insanity. Still
oh
holding on to
cool,
the
I'm also
title by the
happening.
skin of their teeth.
Trish is in utter disbelief. What else does she have to do to win this match? The challenger not looking good right now.
Letting this match go a little longer than is strictly advisable. Might want to try making use of that stipulation.
And Melissa Archer doing some damage. Oh, that looks painful. Oh, she's not done yet. And again.
Reversal! What a counter!
Nice counter by Trish.
Straight forearm.
Brutal stomp to the body. And
Kick her right
followed
in the
up by
side.
another to the chest.
She's taking things to ringside.
It is 2 out of 3 falls. I don't even know what the score is. I'm pretty sure it's still 0-0. At this moment, I haven't seen a pinfall or submission of any kind.
A foot just stomping down.
I'm sorry to hear that, Pierce. Kiliana.
She slips outside.
I'm sure
What has she got in mind?
I don't want to butcher.
Boom! All the momentum is swung to Trish Stratus.
Trish is
Hello,
all
good to
fired
have you.
up.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
The more the merrier, right?
For the victory here.
What is Trish doing? Just waiting. Oh, now she's going to go for a cover. She just stood there for a second.
Kick out.
Every kick out taking so much energy to muster.
2 count. Trish might have tried to pin her a little sooner. She might have got a 3 count. I don't know.
Oh!
Don't forget to follow the action in YTD World War III on YouTube.
Trish.
URL Vultureverse 5755.
Rolling through.
Oh, they got the arm.
Disarmer. Last submission
Oh,
locked
looks like
in.
we got an
Nowhere to go.
armbar.
Nowhere to go. Is she going to tap out?
Got the disarmer.
That's one way out of the disarmer.
I am in chat still only.
Boom.
Oh, you're in chat still? Okay, I see you, Archer.
Boom, what impact. We're reaching.
Scratching and clawing. This could be it.
I can't believe my eyes. She just kicked out.
She kicked
2.
out? No way.
Ooh, 2 count.
She actually kicked out?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Hello?
Uh-oh. A long way up.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hi, can you hear me now?
I hear you fine.
Cool. Awesome. I'm here. I'm just booting up my laptop real quick.
To let this opportunity slip away. And who knows if there'll be another
This is
shot. Yet you can't
life?
give up now.
The heaviest
Yes,
artillery
this
has
is
been
life.
used, but it's not enough for the 3.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
How are you
I
doing?
wasn't sure if it was, I'm doing okay. I wasn't sure if it was you or whoever, I guess, Archer had.
With no countouts, there's
Yeah,
nothing keeping her inside the ring.
Archer.
Finish the broadcast.
I can see up to the
Yeah.
rafters, and there's not a
Sister-in-law
single
to
person
be
sitting down.
daughter-in-law?
Environment this is. All
I'm
eyes
not
are
sure.
glued on this battle.
Hi,
Family
Life is
member.
great.
I remember, but we appreciate them. Thank you for doing that.
Barricade. She avoids the contact. Reversals, and more reversals.
Well, I don't have a fancy soundboard or anything, but we can try to pretty much,
There's Stratus into a rough landing on the outside. This one is headed outside, guys. Stratus able to avoid contact. Another big move. Oh, nice bulldog. We could have a new champion. Cover.
It's been a pretty close match so far.
They kicked out the champion.
From the little bit I saw.
Resilience of a champion on display.
And Stratus thought she had it
So
there.
the chair has, from the little bit I saw. I don't have it up there. I just plug it in my laptop.
Alright.
What grace. Uh-oh.
Were you like at work or something? Or...
No, the reason I haven't done previous broadcasts this week was because I was house sitting.
Really had less than a second to stay alive.
Yep,
there.
I have a cat that needs meds 2 times a day, at this house. So, basically, throughout the week I was staying over there because there was no way I was gonna wake up, drive a whole town over, get back to work, and
all measured up.
all on time, so.
Never saw him coming. Trish Stratus is unstoppable. Yeah, Trish is remaining the aggressor here.
But we just got, the hubby and I, we just got back from giving the cat his meds, so I'm hanging out at home again.
Countered it just in time. Get to the midsection.
But
Hoist it up.
I was in the car.
Spinning. Oh, momentum into a spinning power bomb. Now that is why they're the champ. Makes the cover. Late in the match, and the challenger gets a fall.
Liv is great.
Well, it looks like it's 1-0. Melissa Archer.
And that attack can be devastating for Trish.
Yeah, Trish has got to
1-0.
find some way to fight through this. Look at the angle. Nasty.
I don't know, I got my money on the Archers if we were betting.
Counter on
Got a lot of love in the chat today.
Feed off
Well,
the
no,
WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock.
Hey guys.
Trish is reeling to her feet.
Sending you hearts. I don't know what that.
Oh, it's not going to be
You
pretty.
know, that's kind of adorable.
Gonna slip.
Oh, this
She
one
does.
hurt.
Night. Another one bites the dust to the champ. The champion retains.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. Your winner and still.
Let's take a little look at some of the action from
Wrestle
that
Wars
match.
Genesis Women's Champion.
Wow.
Melissa Archer. Well,
Woohoo.
well, Trish came short, but
Here is your winner,
you know, the
and
better woman
still
won.
World Wrestling Champion, the Warrior Princess, Melissa
That
Archer.
was
Quite a bit of cause for celebration after a match like that.
This win is going to
Great
have them on a
job,
high
Melissa.
for quite some time. I have to believe. Winning's great, Saxton, but they have to start thinking about
Way
their
to go,
next
Melissa.
challenge sooner rather than later. This win won't be all that matters.
We're about
much
to
longer.
enter our main event for this evening of episode 499 of Wrestle Wars Genesis.
Lady Archer is more badass
Contendership
than MR
edition.
Archer. Who do you think it?
I know, right?
Lady Archer is more badass than Mr. Archer. Who'd have thunk it?
He has become Seth Rollins. All
Oh,
right. That was a joke. All right. So, main event coming up. Kenny Jackson, representing Honeybee Wrestling, takes on Cody Rhodes. I don't know who has Cody.
I don't know if anyone has Cody at this point.
I thought someone had him claimed, but I'm not sure.
Let me go fact check that for you.
Actually, right here. Right at the Discord here, so I can just... About to go to that right now.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone actually has Cody Rhodes claimed.
Yeah. Alright, so just, I guess, press X. There you go.
Awesome.
The following contest is an Iron Man match and is for the World Wrestling Championship.
Appreciate you being here live. Always nice to have company.
Yeah. Of course.
Let me see here.
The last one I see claiming Cody Rhodes.
This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here, and this might be the most highly anticipated
actually, you know
title
what?
defense
That was redeemed on
memory.
4/20. That was Cody Rhodes for D's Nuts for 1 month. That was on 4/20. So I do not see a contract renewal. Therefore, Cody contract after limit. I am just claiming
For battle against one of the toughest competitors
did he
in all
redeem
of
it? I didn't
sports
see a
entertainment.
redeem.
And if he is, it'll be one of the most
I don't know. I know a little while back he was like, oh yeah, Life, I'll trade you for Rhea. And I'm like, I haven't had Rhea Ripley redeemed since like January.
Patience and understanding. Enjoy the main event.
Secondly, I also don't like Cody Rhodes. I'm not a Cody Rhodes fan, so no, I wouldn't have traded you for Cody
The
Rhodes.
son of a dream, the American Nightmare. Michael, a man who redefined himself away from WWE.
I think he's a free agent. You go ahead and
event star.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a free agent because I don't see any proof of redemption.
welcome in, bread.
Bread.
I don't know, bread. Bread with 2 D's. Welcome in, welcome. They followed.
Ban appeals so far this week. The World Cup has gained the Women's Legend title, the Hybrid title. Jennifer Wolf beat January, and War Death.
Wait a minute, yep, there it is. Yeah, welcome on in.
So our wonderful host isn't here at the moment. He has some things to deal with, but I'm Life, and this is Oni, and welcome in.
Every competitor's worst nightmare.
We're at our main event of the night, and we have Cody Rhodes going up against...
The family comes first before the fan jam.
Cody Rhodes is a superstar who possesses an in-ring IQ second to none.
He's fighting Kenny Jackson, who is representing Team Honeybee Wrestling. And this is for the Wrestle Wars Genesis World Championship. First match type I do not know.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Kenny Jackson.
No, I'm tempted.
What did you want?
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the World Wrestling Champion, the Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Welcome in, Nighthawk 4.
Welcome to the World's Den Nighthawks 2-4.
LA Knight, Matt Cardona. I'm forming the team of Knight Rider.
A big fight feel.
That's a good one.
The Bullies, Rhonda, Shayna, and Sonya Deville.
So Nighthawks 2-4.
So that's 5.
Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one
I have
another's
7
endeavors.
because I have Brock Lesnar and
With
Sable.
that said, with
I get the feeling though you can redeem you can claim as many superstars as you want as long as you have a plan with them.
To walk out of here the champion. They might be limping out of here.
I mean, yeah, at this point, I'll just take the entire damage.
The final cut.
Right, do it.
Perfectly
Just
executed.
leave them all.
Wow, springboard attack. He's able to fend off the attack. Oh, what an elbow high on the chin.
I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, Cody Rhodes is a free agent, to my knowledge. Nighthawks, what's going on, man?
He's got the answer for that.
Good to see you, good to see you. Say hello there.
We've seen how suffering that first pinfall in an Iron Man match can be hard to bounce back from, Corey. Well, fighting from the bottom is not a position anyone envies.
In my channel,
but don't
during a raid
underestimate
one
how
time,
hard it is to score that first pinfall.
Evidently,
All
we're
that
gonna fight
effort
for
gets you on the
BB
scoreboard, but can leave you drained and vulnerable. Michinoku driver. Absolutely.
Here we go. I think, is this an Iron Man match? Maybe.
Great awareness to pull out the arm drag there.
Actually, I think Archer has it written. Has to show
Setting up for something here. Oh, watch this, fellas. Into the barricade.
I think he might have.
Answering back.
Where?
No, someone call it dentist.
Which is weird, pretty sure I was following and it's still saying in not, lol, hey infinito.
Hey, Nighthawks.
Court the clothesline to deny that maneuver.
I don't see the card written.
And Rhodes able to reverse that. Defenses are sharp in this series of reversals. Oh my God, a DDT! Spike them.
I thought you were Nighthawks 2-4.
Off the barricade. I don't know what they're looking for here.
And now I guess we'll just be surprised by the end.
The sign says stop, but something tells me the pace is about to pick up.
Oh, I guess we'll find out if it's not the first call,
And
then
he goes for the pin.
Then it's something else.
And the
champion avoids the Iron Man, but either way, we got covered by Kenny.
One takes a lot in a match like this.
One count.
Well, I do see a 17:35-minute timer in the corner.
Yes.
So I'm thinking it's an Iron Gold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Cody looking to wrap this one up. DDT!
How are you, Glenora?
Nighthawks,
What's the quickness on this?
I've realized when you follow and don't pop in for a certain amount of time, sometimes it can unfollow you. I'm not certain why it does that, but it's done that with a few of my friends where I'll pop in and I'll be like, well, what the heck? I know for a fact I was following you.
This puts the pressure back on the champion. Can the champion respond with the back against the wall? Looks like Cody is going to have to readjust, maybe strategize here. He thought that was it, but somehow
Are you just giving away superstars now?
Yeah, I'll redeem it for him. Give him the contract. I don't know if I'm sure Archer would be cool. I don't know. I'm scared.
Planted with a neck breaker.
I mean, I gave maybe Adam Cole for 2 months, so.
And only gets a 1 count. No time to
Yeah,
waste being shocked.
I definitely
You've got to maintain pressure.
I think you can redeem for others, but
I've done it for 100 days. I don't know if I really ought to do that. They're people. They're not slaves.
Yeah.
Finally had time to watch some streams and return the support I had.
Heck of a match going on here.
We sure do. No one really has had the upper hand.
Kick out after 1 from the challenger.
Pretty even.
Still not enough to put him away.
Watch me say it. I thought Cody's going to get a pin after that, saying that.
Watch us say that and they just...
Grabbing
the
a
jinx
hold of
is
the
real.
arm.
It sure is.
And that holds Cody back. Set up for a second time. Samoan driver. Gonna see a new champ. Cover. 2. Hangs on by a thread.
Times
was
is
a
only.
matter of a fraction of a second. That move has brought victory before. But now
His life is great. Nighthawks is with me right now.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
And an inverted atomic drop.
So with his brain.
That's who is on
Together
commentary.
we will grow strong in our community.
Yep, I am Life, and Archer had to step away for a little while, which is why Oni and I are man in the booth.
Nice to meet you with his brain.
Shout it out. You, give him a shout out.
Start going easy on him now.
Disbelief on the face of the American Nightmare. What's he going to have to do to put this away?
Oh, well. Hey, bye.
No, gave the shout out for me, I see.
The champ in a worst-case scenario.
Oh, okay, well, everybody
Yeah, he's
follow
got to
Nighthawk.
dig deep and find another win if he wants to stay in this.
No, everybody follow everybody. As well.
Right.
Uh-oh, going to try to break
Everybody
the
just
leg.
click on each other and follow.
Leg breaker.
Do it. Do it right now.
Elbow drop. Wow, elbow.
Check out the latest craze in
Less than 14
TWA
minutes in
merch.
this match.
Purchase your coffee cup,
Kenny's
or
got a
ball
stop
cap right
sign.
now. URL.
And just throws it right on
Dodges
Cody.
out of the way. Cody Rhodes hooks him up. Crossroads.
The title's going nowhere. Kiss your
There's the
dreams.
crossroads.
Good night.
Makes the cover.
That could get him a pin.
There it is. The challenger scores a fall.
1, 2.
The volume
Okay,
in this
it's
building
Iron
has
Man. It's
increased
been more than,
exponentially. The fans
I'm
are
pretty sure
willing
it's Iron
these
Man.
competitors to push forward. Win or lose, these
I think
superstars
so. The
are going
timer
to
in
be
the
held in
corner tells me it
high
is.
esteem after this one.
Well,
And he's taking
yeah.
this to the outside now. Oh, and a backbreaker. Right to the spine. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
So, I think so far, Cody's winning this thing.
Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys?
Yeah, I think it's 1-0, isn't it?
Wow.
I thought I saw
So
2,
good.
but I could be
This
wrong.
could do it.
It might be 2-0.
Either way, I know at least
Late in the
Cody
match, and the
has,
challenger gets a
Thanks
fall.
for
at
the
least Cody has at least
follow,
1 fall. Well, at least 2 now, because Cody just got
Cody
another
has
one.
him up. Vertebreaker.
Is it enough? The cover. There it is. The challenger scores a fall.
My pleasure. Thought I already was.
Oh, another one. Cody's dominating this
Inelegant
match.
exit, but if it works, it works.
Sure is.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about.
Quick thinking to unleash the clothesline.
My
Stirring
goodness.
back to his feet, but he might not. Oh,
And
we're
poor
about to see
Kenny,
it
bless his
again.
heart.
Uh-oh.
But he might make a comeback. You never know.
Rhodes
TWA
denies
is
the
great.
attack.
He's still got 10 minutes.
And he throws
Yeah,
the
I mean, he
opposition
can turn
back
this
into the
thing
ring.
around.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
We've still got 10 minutes.
Cody's got
Here
the
it
ladder.
comes, the falling elbow.
Use it like... Oh,
The American
Cody showing
Nightmare.
Cody's father doing it bionic
Looks
elbow.
like the champ is going to
Marshall's
retain.
on the ladder. Oh, right on the ladder.
challenger
Pinning him
pulls a late
on the
fall.
ladder.
Ouch.
And yeah, that got a freak out. And Kenny's just twitching out, like just having
Jumping
spasms
neck
after
breaker.
that.
Ouch.
Playing. Oh, Kenny with a
Hi.
counter.
Oh, he's out.
Looking wobbly in the
I
corner.
typically don't like Kenny Jackson like at all, but I'm actually
He deflects it right back.
never really
DDT
liked
plants
him,
that.
but I am definitely going to root for him here. Not that I have anything against Cody Rhodes. He's a great athlete.
Turned
But I want to see
around.
Kenny pull this off.
He's looking for
Rare
yet
words.
Exclamation mark.
We'll root for anyone who isn't Cody Rhodes.
The champ kicks out at 2.
Based
Fair.
on what we just saw, I think this
Dude.
match
Oh.
is far from over. Who knows
Unlucky.
what that kick out cost? The champ might be running on fumes.
I've lost count of how many times this match had ended by now. And Cody Rhodes is fighting through the fatigue.
Cody Rhodes has been such a hostile force during the course of this match.
Cody Rhodes gonna
Come
fly
on.
through the air.
Cody Cutter.
Cody McCarter, sure I will get hit.
Somehow the challenger gets a fall.
Oh, I'm not one to judge not.
What are they doing
Cody's
here?
got another win.
And we just saw some serious offense.
So it's going to take a miracle for Canada to pull this one off.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
Cody equals mid-card. Sure I will get hit. Sure I will get hit. No, I agree. I have no love for Cody Rhodes.
And there's the cover.
I'd rather see his brother win a world title at
The challenger pulls a late fall.
That's just me. Oh, another one from Cody.
He has an answer for Rhodes.
Yeah, he's getting some newly determined focus.
I have a sinking suspicion that Cody's going to take first.
Well, I'm not
Congrats.
counting
The Cody show
Trying to go
right
for it
now.
again.
I'm not counting them out. There is still 9 minutes.
Samoan drop.
Yeah.
And I can't come back before.
Glazed over. And he scores a
But it looks like it's his show right now. They get enough damage. Oh, Kenny's got it fall finally. I haven't quite kept score.
Well, that's like 1-6, so we might see a comeback. Maybe Kenny just needed to warm up.
Or he just need to do enough damage to Cody.
Right.
Like multiple falls.
6-1 Cody
He's
winning.
got the
Take one,
target
Cody winning.
acquired.
Got it.
Rhodes looking to end this. Looking to put his opponent
set
on
up for
Dream Street.
Crossroads.
Crossroads. I think the champ's got it.
Again,
The
it might
challenger
be
scores a late
7-1.
fall.
It might be.
Gets him with the counter.
Cody Rhodes has his opponent right
7-1.
7-1.
The title's going nowhere. Kiss your dreams. Good night.
Late in the match, and the
And
challenger
another
gets a
cover
fall.
by Cody.
Come on, Kenny. What are you doing? 8-1.
This is embarrassing.
Shot after shot, then slamming their face
8-1.
down.
Cody is just dominant tonight. Holy hell.
9-4. Now turn your lights out.
What is Cody
He
on?
knows how to avoid contact.
And what
I
need is there to
don't
go looking under
know.
the apron like this?
Well, no, Kenny wants to bury him now.
This is it.
Get that shot.
I don't blame him.
He
Sure
gets
don't
the
blame
latest.
He's
him.
gonna have one after that. One. Oh, Kenny got another fall, so it's now 8-2.
And he sends him into the
8-2.
corner.
Joe and Cody been on the ass.
He's been on that ass. Hey, Sir Jack.
Ooh-wee.
Welcome on in. Unfortunately, Archer had to
Up on
step
the
away
turnbuckle now.
due to a
Roll solid
situation.
hiatus.
To me and life are,
Just when you
Generally
think
the
this
broadcast
match
and-
can't
I've
get any
been here a
crazier.
while.
oh, you've been here a
You
while.
were
I keep
wrong.
forgetting that.
Slide. We could have
Keep
a new
forgetting that
champion.
you learn for a while and then you. It's all good. Sir Jack, good to
Late in
see
the
you,
match,
buddy.
and he has scored.
Come on, Kenny. Ooh, another fall for Kenny.
Oh,
Is that
It's a
3-8?
tough spot now for Rhodes.
Yeah, 8-3.
I think
Come on,
Cody's
Kenny.
realizing the toll
Knock him
this
out.
match is taking on him.
I shouldn't be a biased commentator, but I am rooting for Kenny right now.
Dangerous spot for him
And
to
those
be
are
in.
rare words from me.
Sharp right
We got
hand.
6 minutes and 30 seconds
Not
left. I
liking the
think
looks
it's
of this at
possible.
all. Well, that makes one of us. This
I
is
think
great.
at least 9.
Knee.
What he doesn't want to do is draw it. Make it a
The
draw.
American Nightmare.
It's either
Right.
way, if it's a draw,
The
Cody
champ
loses.
has this one in hand now. Cover. 2.
There
To
it
see
is.
the
The
Unfortunately,
champions,
challenger
I
the
think
scores a
that
champions
might
from
fall.
each
make it
respective
9-3.
brand, simply type.
That
TWA.
is certainly 9-3.
WCW skipping the rest.
Drives them down to the
9-3.
breaker for the win. 2 count.
Somehow the challenger gets a fall.
10-3.
Is this 10-3? Holy crap.
I want
Down across the back.
Kenny to get the next one, just so I can say it's
The new
10-4.
jackpot number for a chance to win the channel redemption
Big
which
Ken
is
Murray.
098.
Put
The number to win a
down the
World
shovel.
Championship
You don't
match
need
is
to bury
7.
Kenny more than you have.
103.
Title still on the line. This puts the pressure back on the champion. Can the champion respond with their back against the wall?
Rhodes hoped for victory dash
Sure
for the time
did.
being, but you know he won't settle for long. Dark matter.
About 5 minutes left.
From the top. Oh, and he doesn't connect.
Kenny. Diving elbow drop. There's nobody in the pool. Mr. Cody Rhodes.
Oh, right in the solar plexus. Cody trying to get this crowd on their feet, trying to get them behind him. Big forearm. The final cut. Perfectly executed.
Cody with the...
Oh, and that buys some
This
time.
is becoming the Iron Man version of a squash match.
Yeah, definitely an Iron Man
Work
version.
hard from this superstar.
Kenny with the comeback move.
Oh, man.
Kenny's got the shovel once more.
He moves, but can he? Cody Rhodes has his opponent right where he wants him. There's Crossroads. Can it be? Will the reign continue?
Crossroads again.
Late in the match, and the challenger gets a
Kenny
fall.
kick out of it.
Shot after shot,
And
they're slamming their face
11-4.
down.
I'm sorry, 11-3.
1-1-3.
11-3, yep.
Retaliated with a head.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't see Kenny coming back with 3 minutes left.
Samoan driver. That has got to be it. The title's in
Well, he's got to
jeopardy
work
here.
fast for
I
that
think
to
the
happen.
paradigm is shifting. He gets the ball.
Absolutely.
Like, don't screw around. Oh, it's 11-4.
Well, there's 11-4, yep.
Follow up with a clothesline.
That was clothesline.
Cover. Two.
And the cover.
He gets one there.
That ref was low on that call.
Been acquired once more.
Well, it's 11-5.
1-1-5.
Yeah.
Come on,
Title
Kenny.
might change hands.
Eleven 6.
Sure, go ahead. Take my word.
Just a devil-may-care attitude on
possible.
full display. Going for broke
I
and
think
it
the
pays
call's done
off.
anyway.
I think so too. Yep. Kenny,
you're wasting
no,
time. Come
no.
on.
Bang! The champ.
Why are you going for?
Yeah, this is a dire
Why are you going for the
situation
shovel?
And Cody Rhodes is failing to offer any resistance
You are
here.
behind.
Some
Just
flaws in
pin
Cody's
him.
game plan are being exposed.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Now you gave him time to recover.
Samoan driver. Gonna see a new champ. Shoulders down.
Ooh, right on the ladder.
He still has some fight in him as he picks up the score. Cody
So
retaliates.
11-7.
1-1-7.
Kenny could get 4 more falls
Delivering the
without Cody
heartbreaker.
getting a single one. Kenny can pull this off.
And gets tossed back
In
into the
2
mat.
minutes, though.
Well, you never know.
You can see as he
Kenny is trying
rises
his
how
hardest.
vulnerable of a position he's in.
Cody Rhodes hooks him up.
But champions need to finish the job. Looking for the victory. And that's a fall for the champion.
Well,
Shot after shot, they're
12-7.
slamming their face down.
Cody.
1-2-7.
And about a minute 10 left.
Fist directly to the gut.
Unpacks a well-placed punch. And a clothesline.
Life just giggling every time
The
Cody
target's
takes a
been
fist.
acquired once more.
Hey,
Samoan
Froggy.
driver. That has got to be it. Gonna see
come
a
on
new
in.
champ.
Welcome in, Froggy. No, unfortunately, Cody is actually absolutely dominating this match.
Yeah, 12-8.
Hi, friends.
And his eyes are piercing through the opposition now.
Well done, lad.
Missile drop kick. The champ's ran on shaky ground now.
He needs to get himself some room to regroup.
I'd go ahead and give you the formal shout-out, but for some reason it's telling me I need to wait an hour.
Support for one and all those endeavors. With the sad
5 seconds.
Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one and all those endeavors.
Wrestle Wars Genesis.
With the said with
The
World
Falls Count Anywhere
Champion
matches never
Cody
disappoint,
Rhodes.
but this one might go down in the annals of the WWE as one of the best ever.
That is
Good
it. That is all.
job, Cody. Yay.
So what happens now? I am not sure. Because that was the last match, and that technically, I believe that means that
stop talking about NL's Cole.
That should mean
Here is your winner,
the show is
and
over. I wonder if Archer has it that he can
Champion,
raid into another channel, like as a mod.
Cody
should be able to. I know
I
editors
can't imagine
can.
being able to celebrate,
I don't know
let
if
alone
editors
stand
can or
after
not.
a match like that.
Is anybody on?
Really, talk about stubbornness. It certainly paid off here tonight, but who knows if that'll be the case next time around.
Well, I see no one on my end.
Have a great night, everyone. Love
I
you
have
all.
no one on my end either. Hey, chat, anyone on for you guys?
Well, I think Archer just says, have a great, everyone, love you all. Love you too, buddy.